Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners.
Oh, UV.
Okay.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
Hi everybody, Kermit the Frog here from Sesame Street News, and today we are here talking about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Yay! And we've got a great show for you guys tonight. That's right, I've got my pickle. Where's all the skewers out there with your pickles? Look at that green long pickle. Finn, where's your pickle?
It's here.
All right, but make sure you have your pickle. It's hump day. It's time to talk Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and have fun. And let's get this show started with the RSG crew. Yay! There you guys go. You guys are always asking for Kermit. I thought I'd start off the show. But welcome to the Wednesday night stream. Glad to have you guys here. Whip out your pickles. Say hello. Say hello in chat. Let's rock and roll. It is hump day. It is Wednesday. It's time to get the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes community started. I'm your host, Ranger J 1999. That mongoloid over to my right is Finity, the troll extraordinaire. To my left.
Good evening, people.
Yep, to my left we've got Grim the mechanic.
What's up, guys?
We've got the new and improved babyface. I don't know what we call that. Sexy Buddha Loki sitting down there. What's going on, Loki?
Slick tonight, man.
Looking pretty smooth. The ladies are all sitting there going,
I had to shave that Corona beard off.
The Corona. Yeah, it was holding the virus, I understand. And last but not least, Xylo Takedown from Takedown Games. Mr. Stoner Jedi himself is here.
Hey, what's up, Skewers? Happy hump day,
my
y'all.
apprentice. Tell your father to shut his hole and know his
We got the
role.
dark side baby over here
That's
going nuts
right.
today.
My apprentice is doing very well. All right, so we have the crew. We've got the fans. Let's kick this shit off. Man, oh man, on a flip of a dime, things can change in this game. We had nothing. Finn, we had nothing. Nada, zero, zilch, nine, nothing. And then all of a sudden, right before the stream, they launched all this shit. The new Galactic Ray, new Galactic Kylo. We've got their kits. We're going to break it here live for you here on RSG. Oh, we just got our first donation from Meow Meow. Silky Meow said, who kidnapped Loki? Kermit to the rescue. Well, I mean, Loki knows that if he's in trouble, he can call on Kermit. Oh, wow. Most devisely just donated $10. And he said, GL Ray is not a cure to COVID-19. I heart RSG. That's true. The new Ray is not a cure for COVID-19. So I'm just throwing that out there. But we're not going to talk about COVID-19. The only thing we'll say is wash your hands, follow the rules, all that good stuff. We all know what's going on.
Wash your hands. Do it now.
Come on. Do it now. I want you to wash your hands because your filth is very exciting and I don't want you to touch me. Loki, I see that you're very filthy. Have you been washing yourself with a scrub brush?
Yes, I have.
Oh, I know, because you're very sexy. You're very sexually tense.
I'm good, man.
Can I massage your shoulders, Loki? You look very, very luxurious.
Yes, please.
I will do that while you build your lightsabers, because I love how you make the metal hard. It's very nice. Ahsoka Meow says, so, is this a rant stream? No, it's not a rant stream. I'm just prepared, man. I'm going all in like Flynn for this Galactic Ray. I guess we'll talk about this later on. So let's cover through some of the mechanisms. But so welcome to the live stream. Glad to have you guys here. So some things. First of all, hit the thumbs up. We could really use that. It helps us with getting our video out there and the content and the algorithm of YouTube. So if you could do that, 1. 2, subscribe if you're here and you love the content. Then hit the subscribe button. It's very important. Share it with your guildies. Go into your guild Discord right now and share the RSG link. We're talking about this game. Say, hey, come check out these dumbasses. They're talking about the game and having fun, and they're going to talk about the new Galactic Ray and Galactic Legend Kylo, and we're going to have fun and be stupid with it. We got Kermit. We got sexy lightsabers builders, we got Dr. Finn trolling. I mean, we've got the works going on here. So make sure you do that. If you like to have fun, if you're subscribed on Twitch, if you're subscribed on YouTube, you can do the emojis. You can do all the sound bits that we have over on Twitch. They will play while we're streaming. You can do super chats like you've been seeing from our friends Ahsoka Meow Meow and Mostuff Isley. Thank you very much for your donations. If you'd like to continue the donation trade, all the fun stuff pops up on the screen and fills Vader's cup of plenty. So if you'd like to do that, you're more than welcome. Also, we will be taking questions. So if you have questions you want to pose to us, make sure you put your question into chat. Make sure you put question in front of your statement, and we will get that scooped up. But the only way we'll get your question is if you actually follow that format. Question, and then whatever you want to say in the form of a question. That works fine. But that's how we get it. That's how we use Nightbot to scoop it up, and that's the best way we found a way to do that. All right, I think we've got all that covered. Dr. Finn, we like to shout out all the skewers in the beginning. We were trying to think of a shout out word of the day. I have one in mind, but did you have one in mind as well?
You can go with yours.
I'm going to say the shout-out word of the day is Holy F. So, Holy space F, because Holy F, these new kits are ridiculous. We're going to get into them tonight. We're going to break down Ray. We're going to break down Kylo. We're going to break down all this stuff. It's finally out there. And the question I have, Finn, and I have for everybody is, where the F is Poe? What is happening? Why do we not have a Poe? What is going on? I don't get it.
I can answer your question pretty easily because we haven't had a patch yet.
Well, that's true. I mean, my God, I need me some Poe.
Yeah.
But get your Holy Fs into the chat. All right, they're starting to pop in. We're starting to see a lot of Holy Fs. There they come. No, Roast Taco. That's not how you. That's not how I told you to do that. No, that's wrong. Ahsoka Meow Meow. Yeah, no, Meow Meow. That's wrong. Okay, that's not whole elf, Ziglet. That's not right. That's not even. It's not holy. No, that's wrong too, Bimatsu. I mean, what is happening? What is going on with the chat? Holy F. No, that is wrong. Well73. I'm lost. Not Ola F. What the hell?
Tonight.
Yeah, that's not right. A lot of you are getting this wrong. It's really that's wrong. I mean, no, it's Holy Holy space F. I can't say it any more clearly. All this other stuff, I don't know what this is. You're not going to get a shout out unless you do it right. So don't come crying to us when you don't get a shout out. Say Ranger didn't shout me out and Finn ignored me. No, that's wrong, Rose Taco. Quit doing that. No, it's not holy cow. Harry Carey is not doing the shout-out word. Holy cow! No, that's wrong. We're not doing that tonight. I'm just speechless. It's not roly-poly. What else? What the hell are you putting in the chat? What is this? I'm not even reading what you just wrote. Meow meow. I'm not reading that at all. McVenom would pop up magically. Oh no, you didn't, and then beat your ass to death. So let's not anger the.
And then beat Ranger's ass for reading it.
Yeah, and I, folks, seriously, I like living. I like doing it. So quit trying to get me to die. I'm on McVenom's good gracious. I can't say the same for Finn, who will die a horrible death here very soon, and Grande, who's really going to suffer. I mean, there's some dark side shit about to go down on Grande with McVenom. So there you go. But get your holy Fs in there. I don't think we had a Twitter question of the day, Finn.
No, because there's nothing to question.
And then they tricked
they tricked
us,
hour
Finn.
ago.
Yeah, they tricked us. They tricked us. So we're gonna do that. We're here to have fun. Get your minds off all the shit going on out there in the world. Have fun. Just leave your comments. Whip out your pickles. Donate. Do your super chats. Remember, if you do it $20.01 or more, you get the pickle extravaganza. We all whip out our pickle. Kermit comes on stage and whips out his pickle. We all start stroking our pickles, doing our stroking Wookiees, all that fun stuff. you can go on Twitch and you can also get on Twitch and you can also do all the funny sound bits that we've got. We got more on the way. YouTube usually cuts those, so I'm sure there's more coming. So someone asked about the Kermit taken thing. That's on them, guys. I just just listen for it. So if you want to do that, you can. Let's have fun tonight. Let's just talk about these kits. And guys, these kits are holy shit. I don't know anywhere else to put it, man. These kits are dynamite. Holy bejesus. All right, any other news, Finn, or anything like that?
There was news to begin with?
No, is there anything else that we want to cover? Anything extra that we're covering? No? Okay. All right. One thing I do want to say before we get into these kits, because I think it's important. We are Gamers for Cancer, right? We helped start that project. We've been a part of that project. And we're very proud of that. We're very proud of the work that we've done for the American Cancer Society. I feel privileged and honored that we've been able to be a part of the ACS and help them in their fight against cancer. We raised money this year, over $19,000, close to $20,000, for their fight against specifically pediatric cancer, but for all the good stuff that ACS does. And Finn, they sent us an awesome video, and I think we should play that for all the skewers.
Sure.
All right, let's play this in the beginning because this was really heartwarming, and I want to play this for all you guys. So everybody here, mute your mics, and then I want to play what ACS wrote.
Hi RSG, thank you so much for your support. We are so grateful for all of your efforts thus far. We can't wait to come and cheer you on in Orlando.
Thank you, RSG. Stew strong.
I mean, that is incredible. That was from all the ACS folks. Finn, gives you a little tingly in the heart region, doesn't it?
It does.
So we're done with our campaign for the year. It's looking like not good for the ACS marathon this year, but pandemics have a way of messing with your plans. So, it happens, but we're not going to stop. We're going to keep fighting the fight against cancer. And so we'll start another campaign this year and kick ass and do the things that we need to do because F cancer. Let's get some F in the chat for the ACS and for cancer. F cancer. Let's get some Fs in the chat for that. And big shout out to the ACS folks and for them sending that video. And we're very proud to be partnered with those folks. So there you go. All right. Are we ready for this? Let's get into the news. Dun 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 dun. Finn hates when I do this. Dun 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 dun. Brockfinity sucks. All right, here we go. Let's get into the news. There is no ifs, ands, buts about it, folks. We are here, and we've got the new Ray, and we've got the new Finn. Do we want to go to their kits first and then talk about the insights on this, Finn? Or
there's an easy phrase. Kiss your gas goodbye.
His ass is grass.
However you want.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you had an idea.
We did it again. We messed up the game, and we don't know.
Dr. Feelgood _ cheered.
Yeah.
X101.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Dr. Feelgood with the bits. Thank you very much. And Grande singing the Song of Songs there. All right, so let's get into this. Let's go into their kit. So I'm going to go this route. Start with Ray. I'm just going to pull up her kit. We'll go back to what the insights they had for their insights. So let's talk about this. The new Galactic Ray. Looks good. I got to say, the image looks good. Light side attacker, leader, resistance. Notice one thing on there. No Jedi. What the hell?
Well, there's overpowered, like this kid is, and then if you give her the Jedi tag, there is words I can't say on here without getting us demonetized.
That's true. Yeah, we don't want to do that. But holy baby Jesus and baby Jesus. All right, so no Jedi tag, which is shocking in the first off. But it says flexible ultimate ability that safeguards allies and damages enemies. Special abilities have no cooldown and are dependent on health. Any light side ally can receive inspired status effect. Oh boy, here we go. So you can see the categories there. Oh my god. Alright. We'll go back to the kit reveal and the developer's insights here in a little bit. So first one, now these are all Zeta abilities. I'm just going to knock that out. I had guessed 5. Then were you guessing 5? I think you said 4 maybe? That you thought it would be 4 again?
I thought it was going to be 4 plus the ultimate.
Okay, it's
So,
6 plus the ultimate. So, there you go. Alright, moving on. First ability, the basic, Relentless Pursuit. This is just the basic. It is a Zeta. All these are Zetas, so I'm not going to keep saying Zeta. They're all Zetas. 6 Zetas, and it's not just for Rey, it's for Kylo. Final text, deal physical damage to target enemy. If it's Rey's turn, she deals damage a second time, has 50% health still, ignore 50% of the target's armor, and this health steal is doubled while Rey is under 50%. So when you get her under 50%, she's going to go back to full health because she's going to steal 50% of that health. Loki, your thoughts?
I mean, it's a Zeta basic. I think this is the first one.
No,
I mean,
Anakin
hers
was.
and Kylo is going to be a Zeta basic.
Yeah, Anakin was the first one to have a Zeta basic.
Oh, was it? Okay. It sounds great. I mean, if you can cut through her armor first, it just depends how
oh my god,
tanky she's going to be, right?
Think
she's an attacker,
yeah,
so
that's
my worry is that she's not going to be tanky at all. There has to be a downside to this kit. I mean, it sounds great now.
I have not found any yet.
It's pretty crazy right now, just going through it.
Loki's doing Christopher Walken. It's crazy, the kit. I'm looking.
Crazy.
Health steal works. Just saying. All right. Let's continue, shall we? Special 1, Lifeblood. Okay. Again, all these are Zetas. Rey loses 25% health and target light side ally gains bonus protection equal to the amount lost. All other light side allies gain half that amount. If Rey's at full health when she uses this ability, all light side allies gain critical hit immunity for 2 turns. Target other ally gains lifeblood until they are defeated or until lifeblood is granted to a different ally, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. Rey can't be defeated by this ability. Yeah. And then there's a note, Rey can't use this ability if she is at or below 25% health at the start of her turn. Okay. And
that's a big deal.
And then lifeblood, damage received decreased by 30% and damage dealt increased by 30%. Xylo, what do you think?
Wow.
I know. You go through each one of these, you're just like, see what had happened. See what had happened was.
We're not even halfway through it, and my jaw's already like on the floor.
Unbelievable.
Don't worry, you're gonna be dragging it on the floor all night.
Special 2, Sudden Whirlwind. Final text, deal 3 times massive damage to target enemy. Then, on top of that, deal physical damage to all enemies. And enemies defeated by this ability cannot be revived. This attack cannot be countered or evaded. And this ability can't be used unless a light side ally drops below 60% health since its last use. So if somebody gets below 60% health, you're going to piss her off and you are going to die. Finn, your thoughts?
She's very powerful.
Good insight, good insight. Okay. All right. Anything to follow up with that, Graham?
It's not going to do shit to the regular Kylos.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah.
Because they only
like
take
the base
100 damage
damage,
from
yeah.
the max damage.
Yeah, it's going to hurt.
I mean, it's still going to hit hard.
It's going to kill anyone else.
Well, this is just all culminating in everything else, Grim. We have.
I mean, it's like all.
Yeah, I
Darth Revan. Here you go. Whack. Dead.
Yeah. It's
you know.
good, yeah.
I mean, Malik will laugh at it, but pretty much anyone else in the game is going to die from that.
Yeah. All right. Next one, leader, wisdom of the sacred text. Oh. Final text. Light side allies have plus 40% mastery, plus 30 speed, and plus 30% max health. Whenever an enemy gains bonus turn meter, inspired light side allies gain 5% mastery, stacking until the end of the encounter. The first time each light side ally falls below 50%, they gain damage immunity for 1 turn, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented, and they recover 50% when it expires.
Wow. She just sounds like the perfect plug and play leader. Oh my god, plus 30 speed to all allies, right?
Yeah.
All those buffs, it says all allies too. I didn't catch any resistance text in there at all.
Light side allies. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So
it's different.
Yeah.
She's pretty much a Jedi Knight Revan for all light side.
Yeah, for a light side.
That's a little ridiculous right there. But it gets better, folks. Manifest Inspiration, next one. This is unique 1 of 2. Final text. At the start of her turn, Rey becomes inspired. So you don't have to use Finn or Poe to inspire. You can, but if she is already inspired, she instead inspires the healthiest light side ally who isn't. Inspired light side allies dispel all debuffs on themselves when they use a basic ability during their turn. Jesus Christ. Light side allies with inspired or damage immunity can't have their turn meter reduced. So there's that.
So she's the only tune that can inspire non-resistance allies, right?
I think
is that my understanding?
Finn does it too, right?
I thought Finn only does himself.
I'm pretty sure he
Or
can...
is it Poe? Yeah, he can do other people too. I know they can
Is
inspire.
it Poe that can do it?
Yeah.
I think Poe can do it to others, but I didn't know if it... I don't think it can be non-resistance.
Well, it says right there. It says...
Light side ally. Doesn't say resistance.
Yeah, it says light side ally.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
So
Poe's ability.
Yeah, that's resistance.
Yeah,
based.
that's what I was wondering too.
Yeah, but if you got Poe in there, Jesus. All right, next one, unique 2, Galactic Legend. Final text. This unit takes reduced damage from percent health damage effects and massive damage effects. They take massive damage from destroy effects, excludes raid bosses, and are immune to stun effects. Can't stun her. This unit has plus 10% max health and max protection per relic amplifier level. And damage they receive is decreased by 30%. What? Hey Finn, how do you feel about 70% health and max protection at Relic 7? Does that work for you?
Hooray!
God Lord.
Yeah, here we go into the 200k HP and protection tunes once again.
Yeah.
Scoffing at Malik and gas health and protection wise, right? Scoff.
I know, she just comes to the battle. She's like, "You're cute. You're so cute." But I have to F you up.
Look at all my health and protection.
Yeah, ultimate. So this is the ultimate that you get after you complete everything for her specific ultimate. Heir to the Jedi. Sorry. Unlock with purchase 10 ultimate ability materials after meeting requirements of Relic Amplifier level 1. Ultimate charge. Rain gains 6% ultimate charge at the start of every character's turn. Final text. Until the end of Rey's next turn, she enters a defensive stance and damage light side allies receive is reduced to 1. While in this stance, Rey can't act, has 30% less speed, is immune to all detrimental effects, and can't be defeated. Upon activating this ability, she deals true damage, ignores defense, but can't critically hit to the enemy team. Split among them, and all ultimate charge is consumed. This attack can't be countered or evaded. My sweet Jesus. Loki, your thoughts? That's the entire kit. I just peed a little in my pants.
I know. I might be the one who's not excited yet. You know.
I don't
so
know
here's the
why,
deal. Here's
man.
the deal
That's
that I don't like.
Stupid.
So special 1 and special 2
right
have conditions, right? So to use Lifeblood, she essentially has to be at 30% or no 25% health at the start of her turn or less, right? So that's basically yellow or
can't
or
kill
red
them,
health.
Loki. They can't die.
Yeah, she's like constantly
They
healing, and then by the
can't
time you drop her,
die.
she's gonna nuke them.
Yeah, so you're
And then
so
she
the funny
nukes
thing
them.
is well, but you're never going to use her abilities because
You don't need
unless
to.
you mod her, you know.
I think that's just for
you have to-
Kylo. Like everybody else, but I have this thing for Kylo just in case I face him. She can't die.
I don't know. I'm skeptical,
She's
man. I mean, the problem too with this, and we've seen this in the past, if it's too powerful, then they nerf it, right?
That's
But
true. They could nerf
the
it.
thing I see here is you cannot use Special 1 or Special 2. She will be running basics probably 90% of the time, is what I'm thinking.
My God.
Her 2 uniques are pretty damn awesome.
Night Templar says no. Lifeblood is if they are above 25%. You can't use it if it's 25%.
Oh yeah, it says Ray can't use this ability if she is at or below 25% health at the start of her turn.
But she also
So
has that
Lifeblood.
mechanic. She also has that mechanic where she can use any ability anytime, right? Like no cooldowns, no nothing, right? So
yeah, she can
it's kinda
Lifeblood. Okay,
defeating the
so she
purpose
can
to have
Lifeblood
those.
all day long.
Yes.
But she can't Lifeblood herself when she's
Yeah, but when
weakened,
she gets to a
however.
certain point, she goes into that stance, and then it's like, this is stupid,
Yeah, the ultimate-
man.
It's a ticking
whatever.
time bomb, yeah.
I mean, you're
6%,
just begging for a beating.
So you essentially want your whole team to go fast. She gives speed.
I agree, Ronan. Lightside GOTV will be a joke with her. Good God, and gravy.
Yeah.
This is.
I don't know. We got to see how this whole thing works, man. It's
Dr. Gonzo, Range, stop yelling or turn your mic down. My ears are bleeding. Dr. Gonzo, I don't know what to do. First, you gotta say I'm too low. Then, I'm too loud. I can't find the perfect balance. Right?
We're excited, man.
Right, we're a little excited. Just deal with it.
Yeah, this is huge, right?
It's unbelievably huge.
I'm not
Nobody
a hater.
knows.
We've
Nobody knows
you know,
Galactic Legends
Nathaniel
like
Morgan
I do.
says I'm a hater, but I mean we've been playing this game for almost 6 years, and we've always tripped up on kits where it's like, oh, it sounds great, and then we never use them, right?
Jason, everybody's saying use Kermie. All right, I'll use Kermie. I'll do it for the next part of this.
Yeah, I mean, as it stands right now, her uniques are just incredible. I think her leader's okay.
No, I think her leader is stupid. Lightside allies have plus 40% mastery. That's stupid. Plus
This sounds
30
like even
speed.
still.
And if you mod her for health, plus 30% max health. Sweet Jesus. With her abilities that go where she gets like 50% health, and then when her thing's done, she goes back to max health. And then you have the 70%
so you do want a
stacking health
bunch
and
of-
protection. Oh my God!
You want a bunch of health.
Well, with this leadership, it's kind of sounding like it's starting to revert back to like hybrid teams again, right? I mean, not obviously we can't speculate anything because we don't have.
Yeah,
the
what's
character
funny
yet.
is you look at her graphic, her synergy suggestions. I mean, they ran out of room. There's
Is
6
GK in there?
40
Yeah,
plus
and they ran out of room.
40%
She has-
mastery. Are we kidding on this? That is redonkulous.
You know, to be honest, it would have been easier under the synergy thing to instead do the characters that she didn't have synergy with, because there's like maybe 3 of them.
Well, again, I mean, could this be like a resurgence of a hybrid arena meta again?
This is some stupid stuff, man. Holy Christ. Wow. All right, let's get some insight. I'm going to have Kermie do this because people wanted. Jason wants me to do Kermie. So let me go to the developer's insight. Hi, everybody. Kermit the Frog here, back here. So we're going to read today the insight from Ray. Today we are exploring some of the most unique aspects of Galactic Ray, in particular interactions that may trip you up when reading through the kit. Like Loki. I'm looking at you, Loki. Uncomfortably. Do you feel uncomfortable?
I'm good.
All right, that's the sexy Buddha for you. I have this woman you might be interested if you could take her off my hands called Miss Piggy. Any thoughts? No? Okay.
Sure, bring her over. Ship her
Oh,
over.
very nice. Pimp. Player to player, pimp to pimp. All right. All right, here are the basics. Ray is one of the first 2 Galactic Legends to be released alongside Supreme Leader Kylo, and we will get to his monkey ass in a few moments. The character's name is simply Ray, While during the movie there are other possible names we could have given her, throughout the trilogy she identifies mostly with a simpler name, and we feel it is the most fitting for the character. Ray can lead almost any life-size squad by specifically synergizing with allies with Inspire, which can be applied by herself, Resistance Hero Poe, or Resistance Hero Finn. Her abilities target light-side characters instead of a specific faction to create a better space for theory crafting. Ray's kit is very flexible depending on the situation. She can sacrifice her health to provide her allies with a large amount of survivability, or really dish out the damage if an ally is low on health. While Supreme Leader Kylo Ren can ramp up to become very powerful over the course of a battle, Rey starts out strong and can use her ultimate early or late in an encounter to great effect. Sounds like my kind of woman. You can't have her, Loki. She's mine. I will cut you. I'm looking at you, Loki, uncomfortably again. How do you feel?
Good.
You shaved off your beard. I have a question. Why did you do that? You have a baby face going on. Any thoughts?
I wanted to be smooth like Kermit, man.
Oh, that's right. Player to player, pimp to pimp. Follow my lead. All right, it's possible I can do that for my arms hurt. Unique abilities. Ultimate ability here to the Jedi. Rey's ultimate can be used very effectively in both offense and defensive situations. If you compare it to Supreme Leader Kylo's ultimate, which has more kill potential, Rey's ultimate only deals damage but also counters many other high damage abilities. Enemy squads will need to play around her ultimate much more than Kylo. We really want to create an interesting decision around when to use Rey's ultimate, as there are benefits to using it early, but it can be used to swing the battle in your favor if you're saved for the right moment. And then ultimate abilities should be unique to the character and something that feels really special to use, so we want to stay away from making ultimate ability just another version of Annihilate. Mastery Manipulation. Galactic Legends will usually have an ability that affects the squad's mastery level. Rey provides her allies mastery over time at the start of the battle, which improves stats based on each unit's role. We've kind of covered that. Excluding her ultimate, which needs to charge up over the course of the battle, her abilities do not have any cooldowns, but they are conditional. For example, Lifeblood. Rey uses her health to protect her squad, but it can't use this ability if she is at or below 25% at the start of her turn. Sudden Whirlwind. This ability can deal an enormous amount of damage, but cannot be used unless Rey or any light side allies drop below 6% health since it was last used, and that includes Rey. Galactic Legends will have high base stats when maxed out, including speed. Jesus Christ. You just hold on a second. Galactic Legends will have high base stats when maxed out, including speed. Do you think we're going to get our first 400 speed character? I think so. I think we're about to hit 400 speed. That statement right there,
Probably.
man. Good Lord.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it
like,
depends
like
on the base stats.
percentage.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of percentage speed boosters in game now, especially like new gunray, for example, right? Like new gunray, that percentage lead. So you can see it, right?
All right. Galactic Legend Unique. This is a special unique for both Galactic Legends that reduces damage from percent health damage effects and massive damage effects. Cause them to take massive damage from destroy effects, including raid bosses, and is immune to stun effects. I'm just reading through this again. There's a lot more here.
Yeah, that means they'll take 99,999 from like Nihilus's Annihilate.
Yeah.
Rather
This
than die.
Rey primarily represents her journey through Episode 9 and still hasn't fully decided on her path. That isn't the Rey you see at the end of the movie, so she's not Rey Skywalker quite yet, and we wanted to keep the emphasis of the character on just being Rey, hence why her in-game name is Rey. Most of her abilities are directly inspired by scenes of the Rise of Skywalker. So why no Force Lightning? This was heavily discussed by the team and came to this conclusion. The kit represents the core of her identity and not something she did unintentionally. Rey did not mean to use Force Lightning, and it's not really the line with the rest of the character's personality. Even in the movie, it's supposed to be a shocking moment when she loses control and completely regrets her actions.
Literally.
What the hell does that have to do with her getting the Jedi tag? Good Lord.
I think if they already know, like if they give her the Jedi tag, it just forces that faction
but
more.
it's wrong.
You know,
it's totally wrong.
well, they want to, yeah. And I mean, like, it's not like Gas has synergy with Jedi like that, so it wouldn't be like game breaking.
Is a Jedi. Sweet
Yeah,
Jesus.
I agree. And then again, they did mention like this is the Rey through the movie as opposed to like her completing her mission and like her journey. I mean, like obviously we'll never see Rey Jedi, I guess. I mean, that's just the route they wanted to go. I think.
It's
Because she's still really plug and play. So I mean,
yeah, she
regardless
covers a
whether
light
she
side,
made it.
but yeah, it is what it is. But I mean, I think she deserved the Jedi tag. Force healing is something that hasn't been explored in the movies until recently. That's true. It's all been EU and canon. And Lifeblood was created based on 2 scenes when our heroes are trapped with the Vexa Snake and when Rey heals Kylo. Okay. So strategy chips, they say Rey can lead numerous light side teams, but the theme for her will be fairly consistent. Take damage to deal damage. Unlike Supreme Leader Kylo, Rey very much cares about keeping her allies around for the whole battle. Her special 2 needs an ally to take damage to be used, and that can be triggered by Rey losing health, but it's much easier to trigger if there are more squad mates. Okay. In terms of mods, Rey's primarily cares about offense as the ultimate and basic skill with offense, but you need to have a solid pool of health to keep her alive and using abilities. You found the best option was a delicate balance of both offense and health, mods to keep her alive, but still dealing significant damage. Well, that makes sense. Special interactions. Rey's ultimate, Hair to the Jedi, deals damage in a unique way. The total damage dealt is fixed, but it can be split among any number of targets, which makes the ability not only a strong area effect attack, but also great against a single target. Combined with the damage reduction from her ultimate ability, also provides can be useful in most situations, but she still maintains an interesting choice. Do you want to hit one target really hard, or should you prevent the most damage by using it while the enemy still has a full squad? Rey increases her allies' mastery at the start and throughout the battle, but characters without relics will have 0 mastery and will not benefit from her leader ability. Interesting point. Wisdom of the Sacred Texts. Special 2 said Whirlwind deals triple massive damage, which is massive damage dealt once but 3 times the amount. No, massive damage does 9,999, so this does basically 300,000 damage. There's your answer there, Loki. 300,000. Is that enough for you? 300,000 damage?
Sure.
Jeez. 300,000 damage!
Yeah, enough to kill pretty much every unit in the game, except for Malik and the 3 Kylos. So, yeah.
Squad suggestions. Rey performs well when paired with the new Resistance characters who are focused on Inspired, but her broad kit leaves her many lifestyle squad options. General Kenobi and Chewie. There was some confusion about why players should use General Kenobi and Chewie with the Resistance hero Finn. Inspired is removed on critical hits, so General Kenobi's critical hit immunity is incredibly useful. And don't forget Chewie's Guard also provides crit hit immunity. That's pretty insightful, actually. I kind of like that. I still would go with the full Resistance team to get the most benefit out of the buffs and stuff like that. I mean, imagine BB-8 going off and giving her all those extra damage boosts and stuff. Jesus Christ.
Or just thinking out loud.
Soaking it in. Just soak it in. Good God and gravy. What is happening?
Imagine if she had, guard from Chewie and Han. I mean, like a 3-bit. Obviously, there's so many options you could think of.
Anybody else? Just soaking it in. Yes? No? Yes?
I don't know. It smells like Nerf to me. It really does.
It doesn't smell like Teen Spirit? Ray Rock, it's not that emo. This is borderline absurd stats. You're not wrong. Oh my God. I just
it's just like all the teams you can think of, right? And you got so many.
I mean, I think you can even put crappy mods on her, and she's going to be good.
Yeah,
you know?
You can put no mods on her.
Go
and still
offense
kick
with
ass.
tons of health, and the other like a health set. I mean,
they did mention that they're going to have this fastest speeds, right? I mean, maybe you want to make Rey and Kylo as fast as possible, right? Maybe.
Or you might not need to put speed mods on them because they're already really freaking fast.
I mean, plus she gets everybody plus 30 speed from her lead as well.
I mean, she might get 300 speed just by her and her lead without mods.
She's going to be the first character that gets over 400 speed. I mark my words, seeing this stuff. And
well, at least it's not percentage, right? I mean, it's flat 30 speed, right? So.
Well, so she's 390, and then with her leader, you get to 420. Damn, that sucks.
I mean, chances are she'll have a
390
high
at
base
Relic?
crit chance.
What is it, 390 at Relic, or is that after like some percentages?
I don't know, man, but all I gotta say is, oh my god.
Wow. Just wow.
Oh my god. Finn, you've been so quiet. Any thoughts, homie?
I'm just trying to make sure I understand her kit, right? Because it's a pretty interesting kit, both her and Kylo. I know we'll get into Kylo here a little bit. I don't think the mastery thing is as OP as people are thinking, because the mastery is a very small part of what they gain when they go higher in level, right? I was just looking at Grandmaster Yoda, for example. 40% of the damage that he gains through just mastery skill alone is maybe going to add about like 300 extra damage. His multiplier is only 2, so it's really only adding about 600 extra damage. It's not a huge amount. He's actually gaining a lot from the stat bonuses that you get when you go up in relics. It's a combination of all of that that really contributes to, like Grandmaster Yoda and attackers, for example, to their damage. So I'm not sure. The mastery is definitely a good thing. I don't think it's anything OP. I think 30 speed is a pretty standard thing in a lot of leader abilities now. I think this may be the first one that, while it's light side, it's not faction specific. So that's a pretty interesting part of the leader ability, with just straight up 30 speed on anything light side. And the max health obviously is really good.
Plus the 70% on top.
Well, yeah, I'm not even going into the uniques yet, but yeah, the uniques are there, but I'm assuming these are designed for Galactic Legends to be really OP. And for Whaley players, I'm glad for them. This is, I think, really the first character in game that I can say is so OP that it'll make it so that they will separate themselves from free to play. Whales and high pay to play have never had that character, except for maybe very early in the game when there were a few characters that were available only in like the Chromium packs that really dominated. Free to play have been able to close the gap largely on them, and so I'm happy that the play to play are going to have this really nice advantage. Actually, it's going to be a really hard thing to get over if you don't have at least one of the Galactic Legends. We haven't gotten into it yet, but Galactic Kylo has the same health bonus thing, so it's not just Ray. Galactic Kylo is going to have it too. So as long as you have one, you're going to get this huge increase in max health and protection that's going to kind of balance it out. So
I think it also will come down to the squad composition as well there, Finn.
It will. And that's actually part of the reason why I'm happy there's no Jedi tag. I understand from the movie perspective and all of that, it makes sense. Rey would be basically 100% broken if she had the Jedi tag, because I'll tell you right now, the combination is going to be Rey, Kenobi, and Jolie, and you're going to get stuck. Because Kenobi's going to get so much freaking health, you're not going to be able to kill him. And even if you kill him, Rey's going to be there in order to do assists every time it's 50% or below. And as soon as you manage to kill her, Jolie's going to res. So it's not... Jolie would have made her OP as hell if she was a Jedi.
So true. Yeah.
I understand from the game perspective how this kit doesn't work with Jedi. Now, could they have given her a Jedi tag and changed her kit? Probably. It sounds, at least with their reasoning, there might be a Jedi Ray coming out if they ever work on kind of the episode 9 end character, and we get a same kind of Ben Solo character, for example, right? So it's going to be it's going to be interesting to see how they exactly deal with that. But for this kit, I am happy that there is no Jedi tag. It would be completely ruined, honestly, with the Ray tag. Like, no, you just wouldn't be able to do anything. We would be going back to almost a state of when mods were initially released, if you remember that. I know some of you guys don't, some of you do. When the mod stats were so ridiculous that people that were in Arena were just staying in their spot in Arena because they couldn't overcome the health and protection that was given with all of their mods, and they rolled back the stats within like a day because it was completely awful.
Yeah,
So-
that was back in the day when Royal Guard was meta, because he had like 300k protection health.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a fairly interesting kit. The fact that a lot of these is so Ray, kind of to what Loki was saying, right? And these abilities are really nasty, but Ray to some extent undercuts her own abilities at times. For example, like a lot of her stuff is if she, it's like, let's take her first special, right? The special one with the lifeblood. So she can't use this ability if she is at or below 25% health at the start of her turn, right? So that means you need to be hitting her. But every time her turn comes up, she deals damage twice, does 50% health steal, and ignores 50% of target armor, which means that she's basically doing like something around, on most characters, an additional like 20% damage, because she's ignoring 50% of their armor, and most of them have around 40% armor, right? So she's dealing about 20% extra damage. So she's going to be able to constantly keep herself up above these percentages. It's not going to be very easy for her to trigger some of these specials from what I'm looking at.
Yeah, but some of the other characters, when they drop below a certain mark, is when that comes into play, right? So yeah,
right. So she has the other one where abilities can't be unless they're dropped below 60% health, right? But to that extent, if you have relic characters on this team, a lot of them, depending on what you're doing, may have health steal. They have a lot of base health steal with like 20% extra. They have like 20% base, or their masteries contribute to it. Meanwhile, you're increasing their health, right? So you're giving them this huge health pool. So I'm not entirely sure that a lot of this is going to synergize perfectly. Her special one definitely is a little concerning because of how she recovers her own health. Now, she does have that she loses her health, right, whenever she does her special, but she has to get to that point. So it looks good, but I have to see exactly how this works. It definitely looks very powerful. Maybe I'm missing it. Do you see how she is not nihilisable?
Yes.
Which is the anti-nihilist?
It's
her unique.
Her unique.
Is it unique?
Yeah.
Well, annihilate is instantly defeat, right? I mean, that's what the text says, as opposed to
it's
like
an instant
dealing
defeat.
9-9.
It's different than everything else. That's what I'm trying to figure
there's
out.
Gas counters with nihilist and everything too. I mean, there's I don't know. I mean, and then there's also that.
But where is it? I'm trying to find it. You guys said there was her unique, right?
Right.
Where is it that you
said
said like
she drops below? She can't drop below a certain thing, and then when she does, she goes to defense stance or something like that.
No,
but she doesn't
drop.
drop.
It's the Galactic Legend.
Oh, the
like
Galactic Legend one.
So are you forced to target her, or are you
the
allowed
ultimate
to attack around her? I'm
the ultimate you're talking about.
They take massive damage from destroy effects. So whatever destroy effects means, is that annihilate or is that IPD or whatever?
So destroy
annihilate
effect
is the destroy.
Okay, if they're defining the destroy effect as nihilist, right, and that's the one kind of new term, right? We haven't seen.
Do you really think they're gonna have nihilist be able to annihilate this Galactic Legend fan?
No, I'm not saying that she could. I was just trying to figure out where it was, right?
Yeah.
So if they had it, where is it? So if it is in this, if that is what it is, and destroy effects is now, so this is now a new classification, right? We haven't had destroy effects in the game before. So if they consider the nihilist thing a destroy effect, now I'm wondering if they're ever going to create another one, for example.
Well, I think that'd be the only one, because it's the only insta kill. The other, like SWGOH and IPD, are base health damage as opposed to.
Yeah, those are the max. The massive.
The other ones are massive
from
damage.
IPD and
so it's the
only other
way they
destroys
are
there are no other
from
destroys.
the raid bosses. You know, like
Yeah.
getting eaten by the Rancor. You know, that's the only other
or the
destroys
nihilist
that we have.
The raid nihilist raid nihilist destroy effect. So if that's what they're defining it, right, and that was kind of a new term, and I was thinking massive damage, but you guys are probably right.
I mean, they have to close that loophole with SWGOH anyway, because she's going to be, like what you said, Finn, on her special, if she uses lifeblood, she's losing health, right? So if she somehow gets below that threshold, and then you can jump her with Savage. I'm sure that's why they did that, to close that loophole.
Yeah.
You know, you brought up a good point earlier, is her special's on cooldown 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
It makes you wonder what the AI is going to play this character at, because if the special is available, the AI is just going to keep spamming that special. I don't think the AI is going to keep doing the basic. You know,
I think the only character you can compare it to is B1, and B1 just spams the special. So I think she would spam her specials
yeah, she
over
would
and
spam
over.
special 1 over and over again.
Yeah, and she'd keep on losing health over and over and over again.
But that's what you want her to do, right? I
No,
mean,
but that's my point. It doesn't seem like it's as OP, right?
She's gonna do her special until she gets below 25% health. That's the problem.
Well, it
Then
seems
she
like you're also
switches to
setting
a
her up to
basic
get
or whatever.
blasted, right? I mean, like it sounds like, even though we haven't read the Kylo kit yet, it sounds like the Kylo kit just ramps damage if you get her to a low enough point where you could just one-shot her, right?
Well, we'll have to see how the AI actually will play her, though, because I have seen with other characters like, of course, B1 loves spamming his special and stuff like that. But considering these ones are on conditions, like I can see the AI spamming her lifeblood over and over and over again until she gets down to 25%, and then she'll start using the basic because she can't do anything else.
And that's where the damage output comes from, right?
I see her doing the lifeblood until she gets down to 25%, and then she's got a basic, do the double health steal thing, go probably back to way over 50% health, and then do the lifeblood again. You know, we'll have to see. But,
like a loophole of regeneration, constant regeneration. I mean, you see that in other games too with other characters. I mean, we haven't seen anything like that with, all around light side characters or all around faction, right?
I see that being extraordinarily overpowered on a Padme-led team, man. They're going to be constantly getting this bonus protection from her and stacking all the courage.
But to what you were saying, Loki, so the other part too, right? If you put Rey on the same team as Resistance Hero Finn, right? Resistance Hero Finn is going to inspire, and when he's inspired, all Resistance allies counterattack, which means that she's going back to the health steal, right? So she's going to have a hard time staying below 25% to never have this, and every turn she's going to eat 25% of her health.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know how this balances out, right? There is a benefit to her doing this special, right? They gain bonus protection equal to the 25% health that's lost. She's gaining 30% health plus the Relic 7 amount, so she's gaining effectively like 100% health. Then she's losing 25% of it to give everyone else bonus protection. I don't think it says exactly how the bonus protection is being added, right? Is it being added as a buff that can be dispelled? Is it being added in the same way that Nest maybe gets her bonus protection? And those are two very different things, right? Or is it like a unique buff like Padme, where it can't be dispelled? The kit looks good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like we're still missing some details on it to really know how she's going to play out. She looks good right now, and she looks pretty OP. And that's, in my opinion, is good for people that are spending and working their way towards her. She should be a long-term goal, I think, for most players. I mentioned already, this game is already working towards squeezing out any competitive free-to-play players. It's just the way this game is going. So if you're a competitive free-to-play player, you just have to take your time on this. If you're wasting your time working on this now and putting your gear on it and increasing your GP and you're not even close, you're making your GAC difficult unless you're really super focused on getting her quickly. Otherwise, you're just making your life kind of more difficult until you get her. And I'll tell you right now, I've looked at GACs, right? And the very focused roster, I shouldn't even say focused, highly relic rosters at the top versus mine that is not. And I have seen the reactions, and mine is a lot more fun because you can use a lot more of your characters. The top ones end up just being meta versus meta and just trying to use the same teams almost. And you get a little bit of variety as you don't kind of go up that really, really high relic right at the top. These characters force you in order to do that. So you're kind of better off waiting a little bit to do that. If you are not anywhere close. If you're close or your top is already relic, so just relicking these characters is not really going to change your top 80 GP or whatever it is, then you can go ahead. It's not going to matter. But most people are not in that position. So I would basically caution people, like, unless you're ready to apply a bunch of gear very quickly, just collect gear, plan for the Galactic Legends. If you're competitive, you're going to probably need it for Squad Arena. She's probably going to be changing it along with Kylo to some extent. But I would still be cautious about how OP she is, because most people had a similar reaction to Gas. And then Gas was countered by CLS. And people got frustrated. And largely, Gas is known as one of the most difficult characters to get that has the most counters available in game. And we don't want to fall into that same position with Ray. Because Ray, I mean, things that are just based on health, we've also seen a push towards things that avoid health, namely Night Sisters, for example, that can go outside of your protection, just go directly to your health. And if that can kind of screw around with Ray's kit here, then that's what you're going to see. So, like the kit, I think it's really cool, but I think we need to wait too much before trying to figure out exactly how OP it's going to be. I would just say that it is going to be OP, but I would wait a little bit.
And I'm going to say this shit is OP as hell. I'm sorry, folks. This is stupid. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
One thing that comes to mind too is it almost seems like it's like a timeout kit of some sort. There's so much health and protection regained. There's damage immunity all over the place.
Yeah.
You got to have a team that can take this thing out fast,
or you're in trouble.
Or else you're going to be sitting there timing out. And if you have a Ray versus, Galactic Ray versus Galactic Ray mirror match, good luck with that. It's going to be another Jedi Knight Revan mirror match arena climb again, where everybody's just timing out. And I don't know. Maybe you do need Kylo to beat this thing in regular squad arena in the allotted time, because that's what I'm seeing right now.
We'll have to see how it plays out and stuff. So, all right, we're going to play a commercial. Let me go to commercials. We need to spin the wheel. So let's spin the wheel and let's get a commercial going, because I need some more ice and stuff. So depending on the commercial, let's see what we get here. All right, we're spinning. Oh my God, we're spinning the wheel. What are we going to end up on? I don't know. Could be anything. Let's see what we get. We get Drevenex. All right, so we're going to play a commercial. We'll be back in a couple minutes. And then we are going to get into Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren. Finn, you like Kylo Ren? He's pretty cool.
All right, so let's do that. So let me put up Drevenex, and then everybody mute your mics, and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
Have you been playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and felt like this lately? Or how about this?
Oh my goodness. There's no way. It's freaking no way, guys.
Currently, many in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes are suffering from DRDS, Darth Revan Depression Syndrome. How do you know if you have it? Do you have bad mods? Do you feel like you just can't beat those Darth Revans? Do you feel like banging your head against the wall every time you play? Well, we have the solution for you. Introducing the breakthrough new drug for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Drevenex, a new medication created by Dr. Brock Finity. When I was first asked to research a new drug for DRDS, I first said, fuck it. I mean, it's a game. If you're frustrated, then just quit. But then I saw the player base and realized they're all just addicts. They can't break away from the game, and they sit and they struggle and they can't help themselves. DRDS is real, and it has affected me personally. My son used to be healthy and happy. Then Darth Revan happened, and he couldn't get him. Now he is sad. He lost weight, he can't eat. I mean, look at him. He's so small now, all because of DRDS. I had to do something. That's when I created Drevenex. Drevenex helps you get all the Darth Revan and Malak angst out of your life. Using simple chemistry and hundreds of thousands of dollars of other people's money, I found a way to make people less depressed with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So when you feel depressed or upset, all you have to take is one dose of Drevenex, and you will feel calm and cool instantly. And Drevenex comes in 3 doses. The I can't get rank 1 tablet, how the hell did 50 people on my shard get Malak chewable, and on those really bad days, The why the would CG introduce this OP character into the game at all peanut butter cup. So don't let your gameplay look like this. Try new Drevin X and get yourself into a happy place. Side effects may include anxiety, diarrhea, constipation, fingers falling off, ulcers, obesity, tender nipples, runny nose, headaches, migraines, urges to stick dimes in your ears, specifically dimes, not sure why, but it was definitely specifically dimes, or this may have just been an issue with Jerry during testing, frequent urination, hairy palms, hairy feet, hairy foreheads, and using your cell phone in inappropriate places like bathrooms, funerals, and other people's dressing rooms. So get Drevin X today.
And we're back. Good old Drevin X. I think we need to come up with a new commercial, Finn. Galactic Legends.
Probably.
You know, we had a request today that we need to do more commercials, Finn. So me and you need.
Oh, I know. I was actually working on it, but again, COVID stuff has derailed
really
a
has.
lot of my plans lately.
Yeah.
It's derailed everybody's plans.
I did have a fun thought, Loki.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a theory craft. Can you imagine a Ray lead with Scarif Rebel Pathfinder and Captain Han Solo? You're talking about a timeout
Yeah,
team?
you want to talk about the timeout team, man.
I was just thinking, like, what could be, like, one of the worst things, right? Because I was just talking about how Jolie is awful because Jolie would easily res Ray and cause all these issues. Putting Captain Han Solo with Scarif Rebel Pathfinder, because is Inspired a blue buff or is it a locked green buff?
Yeah,
I haven't played around with it enough. It's what, a blue?
I think it's a blue one.
Did you say something about blue balls? Durgan just popped up in the chat comment. I know about that right there.
It's a blue buff, yeah.
So I wonder if that counts because Scarif Rebel Pathfinder just says any buffs. It doesn't.
Blue buffs don't count.
I don't think a blue buff counts. Yeah, so it'll have to get another buff somehow.
I mean, gas can still beat it, right? Because you fight a gas team, none of your guys can revive. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So you cut that off, and then I don't know, weapon tech on some kind of attacker will negate the revive. So it sounds cute, but then there's already counters out there to stop the constant revives. You know. So
yeah, I mean, I am glad that they made her an attacker.
Yeah.
Right, because if she was a tank with Inspire with
she was a
she would be a
tank?
taunter.
Yeah.
It would be over.
Yeah, she's got to be
Then-
squishy as hell, man. There's. I mean, obviously we don't know her stats. She's probably squishy as hell, and who knows, she might be slow as hell too. So.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, but.
I do want a theory craft later on this. This is this is a lot of fun to kind of look at how this might work
You
out.
can waste time with your friends, Finn, when your chores are done. We got other stuff to do here, buddy.
I know.
All right. Next kit reveal: Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Galactic Legend, Dark Side Attacker Leader, First Order. Kind of the same stuff they said about Ray. Finn, you want to read this kit reveal?
Sure, I can.
Yeah.
All right. So
I read the first one. I'm just saying I'm trying to be fair and share the load.
Well, I mean, you're streaming, so it's hard for me to know exactly where you're scrolling.
I'll read
but...
it. God damn, they get some alcohol. Lazy dip.
I can read it.
Just for the record, Finn's a piece of shit. He streamed today while I was doing the stream during the lunch stream. He went and did something else. Instead of helping me on the lunch stream, he would decide to do Minecraft on Twitch. That's the kind of dickhole Finn is.
Well, actually, I was planning to do Borderlands 3, but we
that makes it all the better, douche. All right.
At least we aren't alone. I mean, the other day we heard Finn made his boss and his boss's boss and the lawyers brains hurt. So we're not alone.
I did math and sent them an email, and they literally responded with me, "Yeah, that made my head hurt." That was their actual
all the time,
and it was in succession too, right? Because my boss sent me an email saying, "I'm not sure I follow exactly what this is, but usually you're right about this." Followed by my boss's boss sending me an email, "Yeah, that made my brain hurt." And then the lawyer that's reviewing the contract responding saying, "Yeah, that made my brain hurt too." So that was a sequence of emails.
Let me get some Carmex, moisturize my lips here for this.
But my math was correct. We made the changes to the contract, but yeah, I made their brain hurt. But yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, so Kylo Ren, here we go. First basic, brutal assault. Final text, inflict buff immunity for 2 turns on a target enemy and deal physical damage to them twice. Kind of like Ray. If the target was stunned, deal damage again and gain advantage for 2 turns. If it's Kylo's turn, he gains 10 Siphon until the end of the encounter. Siphon, the unit will gain 1% of a stat per stack, and the target will lose the amount gained. There you go. All right, special 1 Stasis. I gotta say too that one thing I am a little disappointed on. These are abilities they pulled from Battlefront 2. The Ray, Kylo. You see their kits in Battlefront 2. They really pulled some of that shit for this too. Like this one, Stasis Strike. Gee, where have I seen this before? Final text, dispel all buffs on all enemies and stun target enemy for 2 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. Then deal physical damage to target enemy, and Kylo gains 20 Siphon until the end of the counter. On a critical hit, Kylo gains 40 Siphon instead. This attack can't be evaded. Special 2, Furious Onslaught. Again, Battlefront 2. Deal physical damage to all enemies. Kylo siphons mastery from target enemy. Double if they were stunned, which can't be resisted. Then dispel all debuffs on all darkside allies and grant them advantage for 2 turns. Siphon Mastery. Gain a percentage of mastery equal to the unit's siphon until the end of the encounter, and the target loses that much mastery. Stacking excludes Ray bosses and, of course, Galactic Legends. So that shit doesn't work on Ray. Exclude that shit. Leader ability, the Supreme Leader. Final text. Darkside allies have plus 40% mastery and plus 50% critical damage. You know, this makes a lot of sense. A lot of critical damage is part of what the First Order does and stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of understanding this. Whenever a Darkside ally loses advantage without scoring a critical hit, they gain advantage for 1 turn at the end of the turn. When a Darkside ally gains advantage, if they don't already have it, they gain bonus based on their role. Tank taunts for 2 turns. Tagger gains critical damage up to 2 turns. Support and healers gain 20% turn meter. Unique 1, press the advantage. Final text, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is immune to stagger and can't gain taunt effects, and enemies defeated during his turn can't be revived. Whenever a Darkside ally loses turn meter, they gain 10% of their current max health and max protection. When a Darkside ally gains bonus turn meter, they lose 10% of their current max health and max protection stacking. Unique 2, Galactic Legend. This is the Galactic Legend stuff. Final text, this unit takes reduced damage for percent health damage effects and massive damage effects. They take massive damage from destroy effects, excludes raid bosses, and are immune to stun effects. This unit has plus 10% max health and protection per relic amplifier level, like Ray, and the damage they receive is decreased by 30%. Okay? Ultimate Depths of Rage requires at least 60% of ultimate charge to activate. Unlock with purchase, blah, 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 blah. Alright, Ultimate Charge. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren gains 2% Ultimate Charge whenever a Darkside ally deals physical or special damage to an enemy, increased to 5% on a critical hit. The final text on this is, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren dispels all debuffs on himself, enters into an aggressive stance, and deals physical damage to all enemies, which can't be evaded. While in this stance, Kylo is immune to damage and detrimental effects. He can't be defeated, his siphon is doubled, and his abilities have no cooldown. And then for each level, 60, 85, and 100, tells you how long it'll last. 60 it's 1, 85 it's 2, 100% it's 3. And then Supreme Leader Kylo Ren can't use this ability if he is already in an aggressive stance. That's the kit. Xylo Takedown, how much P just came out of you?
A lot, man. A lot. Like, oh man, dude. I mean,
you are setting such a bad example for the apprentice right now.
Well,
My
he does it
apprentice
too.
will pee his pants whenever he wants.
But he wears a diaper. Are you?
I'll really wear a diaper. Finn.
That's the good point. Good point. No, I mean,
undies.
you guys know how I've been going for Kylo. For he's been on my target for like the last 2 months free to play, and I'm tiptoeing. I'm right there, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited, and it sounds like, obviously Kylo is more of the free to play accessible character to go for, and I'm a little biased with the First Order, but
yeah. Where's Poe? Where the hell is Poe? What is going on? What's the deal with Poe?
The First Order.
He's in the weekly shipment.
I mean, seriously,
Yeah, right.
I've been buying them.
Not a bad deal.
Yeah.
Well, wail
I'm
harder,
excited.
Ranger.
I'm excited for sure, man. Kylo looks awesome. Ray looks awesome, and I'm excited to go for Kylo now, and then Ray's gonna follow after that. So Let's do this, man.
All right. Loki, your thoughts?
I don't know what to think about this kit, man. It's you look at the leader, he has no speed bonus. Then they have all these weird, if they gain turn meter, they lose this, and then if they lose turn meter, they do something else. Super confusing. He's immune to stagger. I really don't care about that because nobody staggers in the game. I mean, who the hell staggers?
The troopers.
Okay.
Bastila. Fallen Bastila.
She doesn't stagger.
Sure.
Yeah, but half the time that doesn't even stick against
I think
Darth
the
Revan's.
biggest one, though, is he can't be marked.
Yeah, the marked is huge, right? You can't focus him down. I mean,
I guess what I'm getting at is, unless there's obviously more tunes coming, and maybe he's going to do well against them. He's a, it's basically a charge-up character, right? So the longer the battle, the more powerful this guy gets. I don't know if 5 minutes is enough to really get him to where you want him. He's got crit damage, but if the other side is crit immunity, it's not going to do anything. I'm really struggling with this kit. I mean, after we just read Ray's kit, we all know that speed is still a big thing in this game, and I don't see any speed bonuses.
No.
You can't put taunt on him, so you can't use Watt with him, right? Or you can't force him to taunt, right? That's the problem, and they specifically did that for some reason.
It sounds like they're going to force you to put both the first order tanks in this team, right? Like the trooper and
you
crew.
See Kylo and tank in there along with Hux and Sith Trooper.
Yeah, it's a milking team, is what it is. I mean, it's going to sit there. You're going to hit the team. The team is going to milk your protection and health away while this guy gets stronger, and then he can do the ultimate or he can do big damage himself. So that's the way I see it. It sounds underwhelming, but I'm sure it's probably going to work well. I don't know how well Siphon's going to work, but who knows?
All right. Dr. Finn,
it's a little strange right now.
Yeah, Dr. Finn, I know no P ever comes out of you. What do you think looking at this? That's your cue to talk, Dr. Finn. Really? You're just going to go in silence?
Let's see how long he realizes he's been muted.
You're on mute, Finn.
There we go.
Jeez.
Sorry, I pushed the button.
Kylo better.
I pushed the button, and but no. I was saying he has one major difference that I can see, besides like the details of the kit, right? Just in
a
general.
lot of similarities.
He has one major difference from Ray, and in particular, that's kind of with his ultimate.
Yeah.
Ray's ultimate spreads to like all of the light side, right? Kylo's is much more selfish. Kylo's is dispelling on himself. He takes aggressive stance. He deals more damage. There isn't that impact that his ultimate is going to help everybody else. It's more that it's helping him. Similarly, I don't like his leader ability all that much, because when you compare him, for example, to the masked Kylo, who right now, if I was to theorycraft, would still be the leader of this team.
Interesting.
Masked Kylo gives 40% critical damage to all First Order. Kylo gives 50% critical damage to Darkseid, but I don't see you making a Darkseid only team with Kylo. So the way I'm seeing it is that Kylo Ren Unmasked is probably still the leader. This new Kylo is probably one of the key pieces to get that going. And with the fact that Kylo is one of the only characters in the game that has an irresistible stun, right, with his special, you're almost guaranteeing that his basic is going to go double damage, or like he's going to hit 3 times, right? Because he's going to hit the first time, then he's going to deal damage to them twice, right? Buff immunity, damage twice, then there might be stun because of Kylo, which means that then he's going to hit again. So you can get 3 hits potentially with his basic. That's going to then trigger 10 siphons if it was his turn, right? Plus, if you look at characters like First Order Officer, where you can do turn meter swapping, you can get him to go again you can quickly. I think Loki's point is correct. You have to ramp up Kylo pretty much. I don't think this is going to be a defensive team. I feel like the AI is not going to play him correct. But
you can't even use
offensively-
regular Kylo Ren because his AoE gives turn meter. And every time they gain turn meter, they're losing 10% of their health and their protection. That sounds terrible.
So I think he's the one that's actually going to drop. I think regular Kylo is going to drop from this team. I think their suggestion of the synergy is relatively close. I think while you're looking for damage from Sith Trooper, I have a feeling that you're probably going to drop him maybe for like First Order Officer for turn meter manipulation.
Sith Trooper is always assisting. Always
He's a big hitter,
assisting.
though.
And he hits really hard.
Yeah. Even the passive.
And the thing is he's going to be feeding ultimate charge into Supreme Leader Kylo all the time.
I mean, he may, but you also have First Order Stormtrooper there that can do the same thing, right?
And not to mention, I'm thinking about this as well. You're going to want AoEers with this guy, because every time you deal damage, it's going to feed, like, if you hit 5 people...
Look at who they have on the team as their suggested synergy. Crew?
Well, since when does suggested synergy actually work?
I know, but there's something to that, though.
Well, Grim does bring up a good point.
Here's the thing. If you hit 5 people with regular damage or special damage, you're feeding 10% ultimate gauge to Kylo.
Except the only thing is it's not very clear. It says whenever it deals damage to an enemy, right? But technically that damage is being dealt all at once. So the question is, do they count that as 1 or do they count it as 5? To your point, that makes a big difference, right? I don't know how this is going to register. You bring up a good point though, Graham, because if somebody also, AoEs and hits 5 of them, that's 25%, or that's 10%, or no, increase to 5% on a critical hit. So if you crit on 5 people with an AoE, that's 25% of your ultimate charge right there. So
that is if it does that. Right. But also, I agree with you, Finn. I don't see him being a leader. I could see probably like Phasma being a leader with all the assists to fill his charge up real quick. Or Hux.
Yeah,
I mean, even unmasked, you get the speed lead and the extra health and protection bonuses, right? I mean, all 3 of them make sense.
Yeah, and again, his ultimate is much more selfish than Rey's. Like, Rey's kit is designed for helping all of her light side allies. Like, she's trying to effectively save them. Versus Kylo's kit, which is just trying to ramp up and just deal a bunch of damage and just ruin like characters.
I mean, yeah.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's bad, but the focus is different. Bitch. Kylo Ren is designed to be much more of a big hitting, dominating single character.
I'm not liking what Finn's saying about Kylo Ren.
Yeah, like I'm looking at this. If you can fill his ultimate gauge, like 2 turns get to 60%. Then spam the crap out of his Furious Onslaught, he's gonna destroy teams.
That's because I'm Kylo Ren, Graham.
What's the recommending?
You're going Roboto again. Say that again there.
I think he's asking what they're recommending in the synergy suggestion.
Yeah,
so
I
General
said that Hux, Trooper.
There's only like 4 people.
Stormtrooper and
there's like 4 tunes.
Yeah, no, Rey has like 12.
Rey's got like 8.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, if you read the really, really small text, it says, "Note: Kylo Ren can empower all dark side heroes. These suggestions are simply a starting point."
4
I mean,
versus 6.
I like
that out there.
I like Kylo. I think he's going to be pretty nasty. I think there's going to be ways that people. Well, I think there's going to be ways that people are going to be able to manipulate his gain a little bit more.
I'll show you the dark side.
To get him his ultimate, because he only needs 60%. And his siphon goes up pretty quick if you can feed him turn meter. And with the Kylo Ren unmasked lead that gives him speed, he's going to go more often, which means he's going to be stacking that siphon more quickly. Right, so he's going to be removing like 10%, then 20%, then 30%.
Butthole, the Skate Podcast. You want to come hang out with us? We're in the Wednesday night stream. If you need the information, let Finn know. You can come hang out with us. Quit typing in chat, dillhole. Finn, I get tired of telling these folks, if you want to be on the Wednesday night stream or any stream, you just say, "Hey, I want to be on," and then jump in the damn chat. You just jump in, Paul. I'm just saying.
So, what's Kylo's speed too as well? Is it reflecting Ray, or is he faster, slower?
Well, let's go into the.
We don't have the stats.
Let's go into
we don't have those stats.
Let's go into the insights.
Yeah, they're both attackers.
Yeah,
they're both attackers.
Yeah, let's go into the insights of what the devs say. So we're in the insights. I've got that up now. So the first part is same thing as Ray. Blah 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 blah. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is primarily focused on dealing damage, increasing his strength over the course of the encounter, but he doesn't care about keeping his squad mates alive through the battle.
Well, if you could compare one or two, this sounds more like Gas than Ray does.
It does.
Right?
His stats grow over time through a new effect called Siphon, and he can be very strong in longer encounters. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's Galactic Ascension event, Heritage of the Dark Side, takes you through Kylo's story in The Rise of Skywalker up to the battle atop the wreckage of the Death Star. At this point in the story and the part of Kylo's journey that this unit represents, Kylo is still held by the Dark Side and is consumed by his goal of crowning himself the ruler of the galaxy. Then they go into the unique abilities. Ultimate ability, Depth of Rage. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren has multiple thresholds at which you can activate his ultimate ability, provide 1, 2, or 3 turns of this aggressive stance. While in this stance, Kylo is immune to damage and detriment effects and can't be defeated. His Siphon is doubled, and his abilities have no cooldowns. You'll want to wait for the ultimate to fully charge if you think your squad can weather the enemy's attacks for a few more turns. Siphon Mastery. Siphon Mastery represents Kylo's learning your techniques and fighting style over the course of the battle. The Siphon icon doesn't do anything on its own, but it represents a percentage of stats stolen when it's used in conjunction with the other abilities. Every time I hear that word conjunction, I think the Dark Crystal. Is that just me? I mean, good lord. The conjunction! Let's see. An ability that uses Siphon will specify which stat it will steal from an enemy unit. In the case of Kylo's Special 2, if yours Onslaught, Kylo steals Mastery based on how many stacks of Siphon he has. You will want to use Kylo's Basic and Special 1 to gain stacks of Siphon, then use Special 2 to steal Mastery based on the number of Siphons stacked. To ensure that Kylo can Siphon Mastery event even from units that don't have Mastery, the amount of Mastery Kylo gains is based on his Mastery and Siphon stacks, and then the target loses the same amount that Kylo gained. Note, most characters have a Mastery of 0 regardless if they have their relic unlocked. Mastery can go negative, and when it does, the stat that is effective for that particular character will decrease rather than increase. Well, that's something. Galactic Legend Unique. This is especially unique for both Galactic Legend that reduce damage from % health damage effects and massive damage effects. Cause them to take massive damage from destroy effects, excludes raid bosses, and makes them immune to stun effects. Galactic Legend will have high base stats when maxed out, including speed. So that answers that question.
So there's something in the kit in particular. I don't know if you mentioned it. I don't know if you caught on to it. Do you see one of the major reasons why Galactic Legend Ray is going to be probably better than Galactic Legend Kylo?
Yes.
But so the
I'm drinking Finn. Talk to the people I'm reading. God damn it, I can't do everything.
So the Siphon Mastery has something in particular that's really intriguing. So Siphon Mastery, right? Gain a percentage of mastery equal to this unit's Siphon until the end of encounter, and target loses that much mastery. The things that are excluded are raid bosses and Galactic Legends, which means that Ray is not going to be able to be siphoned by Kylo. Meanwhile, there is basically no restriction from Ray's abilities because they're all self-buffing that do anything to deter Kylo. Right? Just because you're facing a Kylo, there's no change in how Ray's kit works. But if you're facing a Ray as a Kylo, you have one character on that team now that you can no longer do your abilities against, because you can't do a Siphon Mastery against a Ray. Which is kind of bizarre, considering they said that this is supposed to be like a balance of light side and dark side, right?
Dark side, yeah.
And that's why they're releasing them together. And somehow Ray is going to be immune to the Siphon Mastery of Kylo, which is pretty disappointing, I have to say. Well, I don't like that aspect of it.
Well, let's continue on. Inspiration. Despite not having many new Force moves in Episode 9, Kylo goes through considerable character development while retaining his signature aggressiveness. You wanted to capture his straightforward nature in this kit, along with his imposing presence and confidence.
That's right, Finn. I'm pretty confident and imposing. What do you think?
Depends on the day. You weren't very imposing when you saw your ghost ad.
I give him a hug, Finn. He said I know. Shut up, Finn.
All right, strategy tips. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren can lead a wide variety of dark side teams as none of his abilities directly reference the First Order. You'll want characters that can synergize well with the extra critical damage and advantage his kit provides, but also units that can keep Kylo alive while he powers up. One of the, what is the Super Saiyan abilities? What the fuck? Kame. You only got the Kame out. I have to kill you now. One of the most decisive moments in a battle will be when you decide to use Kylo's ultimate. You really want to hold on as long as possible for using it. The later thresholds causes his aggressive stance to last longer, but each additional threshold requires less charge to reach than the previous one. This makes it far more efficient to use Depths of Rage at full charge, 100 charge spent for 3 turns, but the ability can still be used earlier if it desired, 60 charge spent for 1 turn. Special interactions. Pay particularly close attention to his unique one. Press the advantage, which encourages you to stay away from spamming turn meter effects on your team. However, you should use it sparingly as your squad can build up max health and protection over the course of the battle. Press the advantage also allows Kylo to be immune to taunt effects. This does not mean he ignores taunt on the enemy squad. Rather, he is immune to gaining taunt marked and death mark status effects. Siphon Mastery is useful against units without Mastery, as Mastery can go negative, so even units without relics are vulnerable to losing stats. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's leader ability, Supreme Leader, will allow dark side allies to regain advantage whenever advantage is removed without scoring any critical hit. Example, the buff is dispelled by another ability. The buff expires when it reaches its max duration without being used. The buff is consumed without scoring a critical hit, i.e. General Hux. Note, advantage is not removed when damaging units that have critical hit immunity. Squad suggestions. There are many solid dark side squads for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, but the most obvious synergy is with First Order units that can specifically interact with advantage and critical hits. General Hux, Sith Trooper, Kylo Ren, and Mask, and First Order Stormtrooper make a fairly survivable team that can help Supreme Leader Kylo achieve a strong start to finish the battle. While General Hux's max health and max protection will be reduced when he gains bonus turn meter from Kylo's leader ability due to Kylo's unique, press the advantage. It is still incredibly useful to bring Hux in order to give Supreme Kylo Ren bonus turns. And that is the insights of that. You know, someone that just popped in and didn't say a word is the Chicken Chaser, the Brown Gandalf, the Beardless One, the Government Wi-Fi Stealer, the Chicken Chaser, the French Tickler, the one and only, the big deal, but not really a big deal in his household. Grande Pappy Babyface Patron is here.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, Grande? Just another day where you just decide to show up whenever the hell you want, huh?
Yeah, very much.
I hate you.
I was coming like a fighter pilot, you know. You guys got to get everything ready for me, and then I'll show up.
No, that's really not how this works, Grande. That's not how any of this works. But since you're here, we've gone through both kits now, in depth, both the insights and the kits. Your thoughts?
I mean, I think they're both really cool kits, man. I still don't know. You know, I think there's a lot still left to be determined, right? I mean, we have like, you know. What I mean, how do you know? I guess we get these kits and then we have to progress them. We have to progress their abilities. And I just feel like there's a lot left, like unsaid, kind of. So, but I do think Finity made a good point. I don't know if the AI is going to use Kylo's kit right. I mean, Ray's kit seems more like AI friendly.
Yeah.
Than Kylo's kit,
right.
And I'm not sure you guys said a bunch of it before, right? I mean, it's
covered in depth, man. But I just want to get your overall thoughts. The kits are
I like them. I think it's cool. I mean, I think it's a lot of. I still feel like.
So, what do you think are the positives and the negatives? You can pick either one, or.
Okay, so so the positives are it's cool that they're doing something different with characters.
Mm-hmm.
I like how. It looks like Ray's kit it's like anybody in the kitchen sink can go on the team. Right. I mean, not exactly, but I'm just, you know, you don't have to just put resistance on there. And so that's interesting to me. I think that Kylo's team is a little bit less friendly, and that's kind of a problem. And it does kind of feel like you're going to end up with just him by himself kicking people's butt at some point.
Yeah, if you're
I
facing
don't
a
even
raid
think
team,
you're getting that.
Yeah, and if you're facing a raid team where they can't die, you're in trouble.
Well,
I mean,
it could time out still, but I mean, like, if you get, I've been reading over it more and doing some thinking about it. If you can get Kylo charged up and do his 3-turn aggressive stance thing, you can spam his irresistible, undodgeable stun. You know, you get stun. Because his cooldowns are reduced to 0 when he's in that stance, remember.
Yeah, but he can't. If you got a taunt on the other team, what's going to make him move to that other character?
Right.
Well, hold on. There's one other question, Grim, because you said something that I was going to bring up, and again, maybe I missed it. Where does it say that it can't be resisted? I see can't be evaded
Stasis
everywhere.
Strike. Dispel all buffs and stun target enemy for 2 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. Then deal physical damage to target enemy, and Kylo gains 20 Siphon until the end of the encounter. On a critical hit, Kylo gains 40 Siphon instead. This attack can't be evaded.
So you're expecting him just to do that one over and over again?
Here's the problem, though: is we have characters with a conditional taunt, and I think it's one they put in there that synergizes. GK, right?
Right.
Most people have a 7-star GK, so you dispel it, you hit 4 other characters, he taunts again, right? I mean, you're constantly having to go back to him and work on GK. That's what I see as being the issue with this kit a little bit.
So, to be honest, I could see you doing like the Stasis Strike, gain that 20 Siphon, then the next turn use Furious Onslaught, which you gain Siphon all that mastery from people because you just gained a bunch of Siphon.
Yeah.
And then go back to Stasis Strike again. Just
I got to tell you guys, looking at both kits, I'm just going to throw that out there. I think Ray is the more powerful kit.
Ray is definitely more powerful.
I agree. Ray is
Yeah, she is.
When I look at the kit, just face value, Ray's kit looks more powerful. It looks easier to understand. I'm not saying that like an OP Kylo can't kill a Ray team. I think it's possible, right? But I think it's going to be a climbing team.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be a team that you set on defense.
I'm not sure if you can. So this was a problem, Grande.
Go ahead, Finn.
What I was mentioning before you joined, Grande, is that one of the big weaknesses to Kylo's ability with the Siphon Mastery is that it excludes Galactic Legends.
I know.
So if every other character can somehow be protected by Rey, and you can't get through Rey because you can't use the Siphon Mastery against her, I'm not even sure that he's a good counter against her.
So I'm not saying Rey. What I'm saying is Rey's got 4 other buddies, right, with her.
Yeah.
And it's a team of 5, and she doesn't taunt, right? So you can get around Rey, right? You can get around her. You're trying to get it down to Kylo versus Rey. Eventually, right? That's how the battle's going to go. Kylo versus Rey, and then now it matters is did you wait long enough for the charge to happen so that you have enough power to blow through Rey, because you got to blow through her, and then she got some kind of special thing which gives you 50% and 100% health. What's her enlightened? What the hell's the thing called?
But going around her actually gets you in trouble, because that's like when you get an ally of hers to go under 60% health, that's when she gets that triple massive damage.
Yeah, and she gets her ultimate and all.
She's not that easy to go around, which is part of the problem.
But Kylo is immune to damage.
Yeah,
well, yeah, like all 3 of the Kylos will take minimal damage from her 3-hit.
Yeah, but not not if her buddies are sitting there beating their ass. Well, we've seen how Resistance beats the shit out of First Order on offense. I mean,
it happens now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's one of the solid counters against
them. If you got JTR in there and with BB-8, and she goes in there and they get that buff on them, it's over.
Illuminated Destiny, and you're done.
Yeah, you're basically toast. God, these kids are something.
I mean, I'm not liking the prospects. I am not liking the prospects of Galactic Legend Kylo against Rey right now.
Add
even
Watt
if you try,
add Watt in there. And
well, I mean, goddamn, that's like saying add Watt to anything. I have Watt on Rey. What do you think then, Graham?
I mean, you can say add 3PO
She
to
won't-
the
it
Ray
won't
team.
work
Yeah,
very
add
well on a Ray
3P,
team.
add 3PO to Ray. What do you think? Because then you're in big trouble.
Because then Ray gets defense penetration. So it's, I mean, it's not that simple as just adding
3PO and Hoda.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I mean,
God.
Plus, like, resistant hero fin and post.
Oh, no.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say veteran smuggler Han and Chewie. That would have been more
Well,
fun.
I mean,
Hey,
We
put
will
3PO
also have to see the damage output of these 2 Galactic Legends as well. If
we don't know any
Kylo's
of the
gonna be
stats.
doing crap loads of damage with his AOE and stuff, yeah.
Hey, put 3PO on the team and then Jack with the mods so that guard from Chewie goes on the new Ray.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a bunch of options
That's
that
awful.
are here, right? Because then you can't potentially stun, which ruins Kylo. Plus, Kylo has a.
Actually, Kylo has stuns that can't be resisted.
I don't know how that works against guard.
You can't be stunned if you have guard.
Yeah.
Usually the defensive one wins.
Correct.
Because you can't even apply it. Now, maybe this one overrides it, but
Yeah.
that's an interesting thing that we have to check.
I'm just saying, like, what if you were able to manipulate the mods and get the health down so that the new Ray has lower health and now she's got guard?
I seriously doubt you're gonna be able to do that though, because of the Galactic Legend unique.
Maybe, but guard makes you immune to stun, so it's not that you're resisting. You can't even be stunned.
Right.
No,
So
I mean,
if there are
if
3
you
characters on your team immune to stun, there goes the 60% of the the And if
You'd
they have
have
any
to
other
just
way to
have, like-
dispel, you're done.
I'm talking about Grande talking about getting guard on Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these characters
Yeah, it'd have
are
to
gonna
be like a
highly
3-man
relic
team.
anyway, so it's not
Just
like
a
it's
3-man
No, it
team.
doesn't have to be a 3-man team. You stack her up with 2 other tanks. She's an attacker.
Yeah, she's an attacker. She's not a tank. So her health and protection, even as relics, is
Stick
not
like
gonna
a
be...
GK and a Jolie on that team just for the hell of it, with Han and Chewie.
Did Grim disappear? All I see is... Oh, there he is.
I was sneezing. I'm sorry.
I just looked and you disappeared.
What if you can manipulate it so that guard is on GK, so GK can't get stunned? And he's got taunt, which can't be dispelled.
Oh, that's just.
That's what I'm saying. Like the problem
I'm
is
telling
between
you, like everything in the kitchen sink. It sounds like to me you could throw in with Ray and it works on some level.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Right? It doesn't have to be all resistance. I don't see how you if you have Sith Trooper on the team or you have Hux on the team, it makes it to where you really need to have the team be all first order, right? Because of the way their uniques work, right? So tell me a team with the Galactic Legend Kylo that doesn't include Hux and doesn't include Sith Trooper, and the moment it includes one of those two, we are stuck to just first order.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest problem, too, with Kylo is that he's dependent on a stun to do half of his kit. And he's the only one, I think, with an irresistible stun that can't be dispelled as well. And there's a lot of dispels in this game now. No, Kylo's unmasked Kylos can be dispelled. It can't be resisted, but then it can be
dispelled.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah, and there's a lot of dispel in the game now just to get rid of stun. Forget about the guard and the immunity and stuff. There's a lot going on with just dispelling characters now. So I don't like the dependencies that Kylo has. He's not a team player character.
No.
He's a very individualistic, damage-dealing character.
And he kills his team on the way.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, but I mean, if it's synergized well, it would be different, right? Like we look at GK or GG, right? Grievous does the same thing,
does the same
but
thing.
it synergizes.
Well, the other thing, too, is B1 is sitting over there to heal everybody, right?
Yep. Yeah, we don't have that
No,
here.
you have it with the First Order Stormtrooper. He does that, right? He gives health and protection when he does his thing. But even then,
Yeah, but he gives turn meter on his.
I know
on
that's the
his
thing.
special.
Yeah, so it's
So
like
then
shit.
he heals them, and then they lose it. That's the problem.
Yeah. So
You know,
we don't have a healer that
with
works.
Night Sisters, really.
I mean, he might be like a plug and play on some other teams that you're trying to hope for. It's
put
quite
him
possible.
Put him on a Darth Revan team. Go have fun whooping that ass. I mean, Jesus.
I put in the chat. You just do Galactic Legend Kylo, and then you throw 4 tanks around him, and you let him charge him. So you put Bosk, you put Malik, you put Scion,
and unmasked
and that's
Kylo.
all you do. And unmasked Kylo and crew, and that's it. And
Yeah.
you just let him, and you let him charge up.
You have to, but Jesus. I mean,
You ain't gonna be able
let's
to
make
get
no
through
doubt,
that thing,
these
man.
kids are stupid.
Yeah, poor Kylo. I think Kylo got screwed on this whole deal.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with Kylo's kit as much as Ray. Ray's kit's pretty stupid. But it's not saying anything. Kylo Ren's... And I'm only thinking about this... When I'm thinking about this...
I think Kylo beats every other team but Ray.
Ray, right. So Kylo Ren versus Gas is going to eat that shit alive.
You really think so, Grande?
Oh, yes. I think that... Kylo Ren versus Darth Revan will eat that shit alive.
Here's
on
the
defense,
thing, though.
Yes, on defense.
No. I think if you're using... I mean, it looks to me like Galactic Legend characters beat everything except for other Galactic Legend characters, and then it's a toss-up.
Yeah, I agree with that, Grande, 1,000%. I mean,
I mean,
look at these kids, and it's
I just
like,
don't.
shit.
I mean, I just don't see. I mean, there might be some weird hodgepodge team that will make it work, right? And it's probably going to work. I'm going to tell you right now. To me, I think it works around Fracture and Annihilate. You're going to have some kind of weird thing that works with Fracture, Annihilate, some kind of Jango Fett, Boba Fett execute thing, like it's Annihilate, Fracture, and the executes from the bounty hunters that work, and pretty much nothing else works.
I think the First Order team on defense is going to be way too timing based
I agree
to
with
be
that.
run by the AI correctly.
I agree with 1,000% on that too, Finn. I agree with
That's
you.
why I think, like, on offense, I agree with you. Kylo's probably going to dominate everything except other Galactic Legends. On defense, I have a harder time seeing Kylo not being beaten by something weird that people come up with versus Rey. Because Rey's is just so powerful to the entire team.
Yeah,
I can see it being very difficult to beat through, even if you don't have everything, like, modded in a timing succession and all of that. Kylo, I don't know. I don't see it working well because of the reliance on stun. The reliance on stun worries me on Kylo for everything he does.
Xylo, now I'm going for Ray. Xylo, you're going for Kylo. What do you think, my friend?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not going to say that Ray doesn't sound better. I mean, she does sound better, of course. And I mean, I still think that there's got to be, some 50-50 here. Like, it again sounds like Ray's better all around plug and play, obviously. It sounds like, it's going to be harder to beat Ray with Kylo, I guess, than Ray beating Kylo. And, I mean, I'm more excited to just see it as opposed to, like, just saying, oh, it's Ray or bust, right? I mean, I think Kylo is going to be.
Can we all agree that Gas is borked?
Yeah,
Gas
is
like.
I think for sure.
Yeah.
So Who Ranger? Who are you talking about?
Gas is
Ray,
borked.
Kylo Gas. Ray, Kylo Gas in that order.
Here's
don't we have
something,
to like upgrade? Don't we have to upgrade their ultimates too, or something?
Yeah, but you get that as part of the journey of
right. But it's going to take time to get enough.
Yeah.
To be able to do that, right? What if it's easier to do Kylos and harder to do Rays? So it's one of these where it's like, yeah,
I don't think that's going to be the. I don't think that's going to be the deal.
Well,
I think it's going to be equal.
Are
on
both events going to drop at the same time?
I have
too,
no
or
idea.
They're
I have
both
no
going to
idea,
drop
but
at
I'm
the same
just thinking.
time.
Yeah, they're going
just
to drop at the
thinking-
same time.
I'm
So
just thinking to
then
myself,
most
like,
people are going to have Kylo before Ray, no matter what.
Not
You know
me.
what I
I'm going to
mean?
have Ray.
Well, even if both people are ready for both of them, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Like,
well.
if people are ready for both of them and get it right
I'm
away.
not a well.
They-
I'm not a Kraken. God damn it, Xylo, you had to really depress me. So
Grande, they kind of accounted for
You're
that,
getting Ray.
but in a different way. So like Ray, right? You need to charge her up to 100% for her to be able to use her ultimate. Kylo's able to use his ultimate at 60%.
Yeah, and not to mention,
I
it's
would say
charging.
that you do 100% because he only takes one turn with that, and then you're like,
yeah, I can't.
Yeah, but if you have a team that could fill him up to 60, like every round,
that's true.
That's
Besides
okay.
Galactic
But also,
Ray, that's going to be. Yeah, I agree with you, Grim. That's going to be
one
like,
thing I
devastating
did
to everybody
notice
else.
About Ray is she is not immune to Mark, unlike Kylo.
Yeah, but if you get her to a certain percentage, then her ultimate and stuff kicks in, so you don't. That kind of
She
backfires.
can't use her ultimate if she's like stunned or something, because
She can't be
got
stunned.
by all the tanks.
She can't be
cannot
stunned.
Can't be stunned what while during her ultimate or all the time.
Period. She cannot be stunned. Both Galactic
tell
Legends
ya,
cannot be stunned.
It's going to be something weird like Fracture or Annihilate.
Yeah, it's going to be. But even then, Annihilate. But the Annihilate's. It's not happening, guys. The Annihilate's not going to be the answer. No, I do agree with Fracture.
I'm just thinking to myself, like, is there a way where you can like? There's good. I mean, we've had this happen before, right? Where we have some kind of like Fracture Annihilate thing, and then after that, and if you can somehow like have some wicked tanks and some crazy damage and some really cool debuffs, you can manage to get it done, right? It's possible. That's all I'm saying. It's possible, right? Yeah. But it's going to be I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a wicked weird team, man.
Yeah.
It's the last part of Galactic Legend 2, by the way, Grim. So they're immune to stun effects.
Yeah, I was looking through and trying to see
her
if you're
either,
right.
right? She can't be isolated.
Well,
no.
That's only when her ultimate goes
what
off.
About,
but
what
even
about
then,
Betrayal?
even if you isolate her, she kicks in.
So what about?
What do you mean?
What
she
about
kicks in?
Supreme Litter?
When she reaches a certain health percentage, then her thing takes effect, and then it's like, that's it. So you can have her isolate all you want; it's not going to make a difference.
Although she's not able to put effects on other people, I don't know how isolate's going to work, honestly.
I don't think
because isolate doesn't allow you to really affect others outside of yourself, right? So a lot of her stuff is for others. Can it work through isolate? It's an interesting question.
It's an interesting question, but my response would be, looking at the kit the way I understand it, the isolate's not going to do a damn thing. Yeah, please go run Trey against Galactic Ray and see what happens.
Hey,
I mean, it'll probably be afterwards, right?
Contingent 33. By the way, we're in the same GAC contingent 33. I don't know if you saw that.
Well, let's see here real quick. With
my money's on
can't gain
contingent
buffs.
33.
She would be isolated until she used her ultimate, and then as soon as she used her ultimate, she would probably get the immunity and then drop the isolate. Is my guess on what's going to happen.
You can't gain buffs, can't attack or gain positive effects out of turn. Allies can't attack or gain positive effects during this unit's turn. So, I mean, we'll have to see if she does buffs and stuff. If what type of
don't think she'll do
protection
buffs.
up is or anything like that. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, she won't be able to give him the protection up because that's considered positive effects and healing.
Mm-hmm. But what she can still get is the charge up from the ultimate, right? And then as soon as she hits the ultimate, then the isolate drops.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, but Grandy makes a good point. Like isolate and fracture are probably going to play a big role in both of these characters.
But I just don't think fracture will slow her down.
Actually,
but I think
hold on though.
Isolate's not.
Her ultimate doesn't say she dispels stuff.
It just says she becomes immune to it, which I'm imagining means she becomes immune to whatever effects of isolate
She ain't dropping down. She's going to sit there in that stance until it wears off, and by then the buffs and stuff will have worn off. And you still got her friends around her that she's doing stuff with that are going to beat your ass. Remember, these characters are going to be highly reliced and ridiculous.
Yeah, we're rolling. I mean, Ranger's right. I mean, we're talking if you're rolling 60 mods, really good mods, and all these characters are, R3 or 4 or 5 of them are R7, right? And the other 2 are R6 or R5 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
but also remember, people were saying the same thing about the Malik team. People were saying the same thing about the Gas team, and then Darth Revan kicks Gas's ass.
It does not kick. So let's qualify that.
Yes, we need to very much qualify.
Your mods depend on if you can kick that ass.
Absolutely, they do. Now, I got to tell
my
you,
Revan team can kick that ass. My Revan speed is 339. Try doing it without a Revan at that speed and let their Rex go first and see what happens.
And a lot of people do not have the mods to make it happen, right? So you effectively have to mod around it. Now, we also haven't seen the stats yet, right?
That's a big difference.
It's possible that if we see the stats and one of these stats blows it out of the water, right, and makes it to where you can't mod around it. I mean, think about it, right? I mean, it's pretty hard to mod around. It would be pretty. It's pretty hard to make it's hard to make bays fast, right? You cannot mod around the fact that he's so daggum slow.
Let me ask you this, Grande. I had this that I think the new Ray is going to be the first character that easily gets above 400. What do you think? Am I on crack?
What's the fastest speed we can get characters to now?
Low 300s, but I'm thinking these Relic 7 Ray is going to be Stupid, dude. I think she's gonna be.
Well,
plus, she gets the
I mean,
plus
like,
30
new-
from her.
If we're trying
from
to,
later.
I mean, if you were trying to make another level of character, right? And we're trying to make another level of character, that'd be stuff like her offense, her defense, her crit chance, her crit damage. Same with Kylo's crit damage, right? I mean, if we were trying to make a character that if somebody tried to like do some weird modding, we'd probably want to push every stat of that character or the stats that mattered of that character into a point where you couldn't like mod a character to get around something.
Right.
Right? Like I'm not saying speed, right? It could be anything.
It could be any
Right?
stat. I agree.
I mean, it could be any stat, right? I mean, it could be. I mean, look, if you've got a character that they've made irresistible, I mean, it could be. I mean, it might be that they've bumped up the tenacity wicked huge, right? Or the offense wicked huge. I mean, it's I mean, think about what people are having to sacrifice and what they're having to relic in order to even get this character.
Yeah.
They really are going to need to raise the bar in order for this to make sense. And my guess is that they raise the bar in every category or in the stats that matter so that we don't have an issue.
Yeah, I think with the plus 30 speed, the Galactic Legends, their stats being so over the top, I don't know, but
Is it plus 30? Now, both of them have the plus 30 speed thing,
No,
right?
just Ray.
No, just Ray.
I mean,
that's why I don't think Kylo is going to be the leader. I think Crew is still going to be the leader with,
I'm kind of with you on
the
that,
new
Finn.
Galactic
Yeah.
Legend
Yeah.
Kylo. I don't
Or
I don't
Hux.
like the Supreme
I can see
Leader
that too,
ability.
Grim. Hux works for me.
Hux could
with
be
the,
too.
all of the guys countering and stuff will fill up, Supreme Leader Kylo's ultimate gauge.
Hey,
so
Loki's
quick.
back. Loki, did you get some nice food and stuff? Oh, he doesn't even have his earplugs in, so he doesn't.
Yeah,
have
but
no,
Kylo's-
he has no
I
idea
did.
that I'm talking to him right now.
Of course I.
Oh.
I've been hearing you guys the whole time.
Did you
Come
get
on.
some squid and soup? Did you pull a baby
No, not
Yoda?
yet.
Or you-
I'm waiting for the end of the stream.
do a
like
baby
good
Yoda
boy.
where you're just drinking the soup for us.
But I'm also looking at this. I mean,
Yeah, but
both of
his
these.
leader-
Hey,
ones-
Zerial, my good friend from the
when-
ANZGC, Australian New Zealand Guild Coalition. Thank you for being here, my friend.
Nice.
Our good friend Heinze is also a big viewer of this, so we appreciate you guys.
Oh,
I'm always
Heinze
watching.
is awesome, man.
Yeah, but his streams are always like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, fuck that.
he asked me to
man.
be on.
Yeah.
He asked me to be on today, and I'm like,
No!
And he's like, 5 a.m.? And I'm like, ooh.
Like, if you give me enough
Yeah.
time, I can change my sleep schedule a little bit to where I'm like, I'll be up in the morning drinking like 20 Starbucks boosts, trying to be awake.
Yeah,
to
I
go
woke up
through.
at 5:30 this morning, and I was able to catch the end of his live stream.
Good Lord and gravy. All right, so we've gone in
But
depth with the.
One real quick thing, though, that I do want to point out is neither of these, when they don't have their ultimate up, neither of them are immune to fracture.
It's true.
So,
Man,
you know,
this-
three,
I think
300
fractures in play.
Hold
I
on,
think
wait.
fractures in play.
330 speed means nothing when you're fractured, because that means you have 0 speed.
But that's if you can get fracture off before.
Man,
If you
I
can
mean,
get
look,
fracture off.
Do you
Just saying.
really think that
What's
they're
the
going to
speed
allow
of
this?
Thrawn? What's the? I mean, look, Gonzo in the chat said mid 300s, right? That's 350. Can we
Easily.
get? Can we get Thrawn to 350?
No, not even close. You can't even sniff
No.
350.
We can't.
Be like
But
Tarkin
if you
made,
Not-
but that's
not
irrelevant.
by
Still,
himself.
all
Not
you
by
have
himself.
to do is get a fracture off, even if they've done all their stuff,
Yeah,
and you
but
can
there's
still
gonna
get to
be
Ray and
taunts.
fracture them.
No, there's going to be
Or
taunts.
fracture.
No, Grim. There's going to be taunts on that team. You're not going to be able to fracture her.
Yeah, so we're gonna fracture and isolate. So I mean, I'm trying to think like how do you make some kind of like crazy
we can't-
Palpatine, Darth
Well,
Trey?
what's the number one way to ignore taunt? Mark with Jedi Knight Revan.
You can't mark.
You can't mark,
Yeah,
right?
you can.
You can
You
mark
can.
Kylo.
You can mark. No, you can't mark.
You can't
Kylo,
mark-
you
you
can
mark
mark
Kylo.
Ray.
You
Mark
can't
Ray.
mark Kylo. You can mark Ray.
But that works
Yeah.
against you because you're beating her down, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, defense hole," and then she's in this.
Can't do it if she's
crazy-
fractured.
Can you imagine?
She gonna go in
Can
that
you
stance,
imagine?
brother.
Can
I'm
you
just saying,
imagine?
I'm
You
just
gotta-
saying.
You gotta,
CG
you
has
gotta,
thought
rel-
about
you
she'll
gotta.
go
I'm
in
telling you,
stance.
you got.
She'll
Here's
go
the
into
other.
the stance.
She'll go. Here's the other thing too is, you got a Relic 7 friggin' dirty stick Ray on the other team, and she's got like 3 buffs, and then
Oh
she
my
just triple
God.
mollywops your freaking Thrawn, and then bye fracture, right?
I mean, I have a basic relic on Ray, Sick Ray, and that girl is stupid. She goes in as like, and plus she's extremely fast.
I mean, but we're
I
talking
have mid-tier mods on her, and she's plus 300 speed. She's like,
but at this point, we're talking if the, and we still haven't seen the offense yet, right? Let's say they're in the let's say they're north of 300, right?
Oh my god!
And then let's say like base offense is like, I don't know,
they're going to be 10,000 plus,
6K.
Bro, put R2 on the team. Put R2 on the team with number crunch.
Oh god!
So the team's probably like New Ray, R2, BB-8, Resistance Hero Finn, Resistance Hero Poe.
That's stupid.
Screw it. Just put Xeris on that team, so they just heal every time you crit. That'll just solve everything.
That's even stupider.
Imagine R2's number crunch on there. Plus,
God, let's just go back to. We're just going back to old meta now, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Ray, Han, Chewie, GK, and Xeris. There you go. There's your team.
Resistance on the team.
You don't even need you don't need a single resistance on that team. You get guard on Ray. She's gonna get crit immunity. GK is gonna taunt. You have Barris healing him. You're fine. You don't have to worry about a thing. And then Barris goes and normalizes health and gives everyone defense up. Yeah, that's not gonna be bad. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I'm telling.
Calling it now.
Here's the thing too is.
Oh, don't forget she dispels, by the way. So, when Kylo needs that taunt, she dispels as a unique. So even if you stun Barris, it doesn't matter. She's just going to dispel the other stuns. So, yeah, there you go. Xeris, there's your solution to everything with Ray.
Oh, my God, that's stupid, man. I didn't think about that shit.
or under a Rex lead.
Oh, God, I didn't think about that. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's dirty, man. It's so goddamn dirty.
When all else fails, Rex.
But you look at this, and we're talking about Ray with all this crazy shit. Kyle is like, the others die, he gets angry, and kills.
Kylo's going to be the offense team thing.
I think so.
Ray's going to be the defense
too, right?
Yeah, Ray's definitely.
Ray seems like,
yeah.
I mean, it seems like we've created a timeout team with Ray almost.
Really, you really have. I don't think it'll be
the only way to get through it, and the only way to get through your Ray timeout team
is into the ultimate
is with Kylo. Like it's with Kylo, but you have to time everything right,
because you have to time his ability.
Yeah, so we're like, everybody's putting timeout teams on defense, and then when it's their turn to climb, they swap back to Kylo. They can win.
God damn it, I gotta climb.
Okay, so let's call it right now. So for all you whales and krakens out there, first one to rank 1 in Squad Arena and puts Ray on defense wins. There you go. Everyone's timing out.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, you see a lot of sharks like, I don't have Ray. Could you like change your team? Because like I'm getting raffle stomped.
Oh, imagine a wall of them and
please help.
And
could you at least take off your mods?
We're gonna ask you.
All right, you took off your mods and that's not working. Can you please just put like resistance without Ray on there, please? Thank you.
What if the stats for both of these characters look like a character with mods without mods?
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. What if these characters are like 300 speed without mods?
And so you take off the mods and you're like, that didn't help.
Can you like take off your mods and then in fact remove all the characters because you have 900 speed and
can you please put Hermit Yoda on your as your whole team?
Don't put Hermit Yoda on there with mods or without mods because like he speeds up Ray and I lose. So can you put in like
Zerial?
Can you put in like the Jawas please? I need to get rank 1.
Zerial has a good point though. Wait for TW. Yeah. Because it doesn't care. Like individual battles is one thing. All you need is a guild with one person with Galactic Legend Ray and just stick it and you're done.
Well,
what's really gonna be hilarious
or one in both zones in the front.
Everybody's saying, "Oh, these are gonna be badass in TB." Watch.
Today for
Platoons,
TW,
day 1.
Everyone have a nice day. Don't even bother attacking because this is a fail.
So here's the deal, right? So you get these, and light side TBs are fine, and dark side TBs are fine, right? But now you have an issue where we have an issue in TW, right? I mean, we have to make sure we don't break TW. Right?
I'm
Because
sorry,
it-
Grande. TW will be broken with this. So there'll be a ray wall,
wall of rays.
and yeah, you're just gonna be like,
We
okay,
have a ray
folks.
wall.
There's a
It's
ray
gonna be
wall.
huge. It's gonna be
So
great.
if you want to go focus on like some mods or, you know what, go make love to your wife because we're not gonna do shit. Thank you.
Either way, these characters are good. I mean, completely change the game. They really are.
It's going to be the haves and the have-nots, right? I mean, we've
Exactly.
It sounds like right now we've definitely made the haves and the have-nots.
The problem is the impact on TW.
Yeah, it's gonna be big.
GAC is going to balance out because of the number of relics and
shouldn't really
everything
say
people
anything,
are getting,
yeah.
right? So it'll balance out. TW is going to be F. Because if you have somebody that has like a high GP and has that, right? And I don't even care, but you're facing another
Ray
guild
Wall,
that's more
Gas Wall,
balanced.
Kylo
Today we're
Wall.
going to first zone will be Ray. After that we're going
You don't
go
even
with
need
Kylo,
that's overkill.
And then after
JT,
that,
no one's beating
we're,
one of those walls.
We're going to put Anakin. So by the time if they
Hey,
get to
Wales
that
wanted
part,
something to
it's over.
separate. We got.
Oh,
something
I
to
know.
separate.
Whales are definitely getting a. That's like the first thing I said is that whales are finally getting a character that I think truly matches how much they've invested and how much they should get an advantage in this game. So I'm actually happy for a lot of the whales and the krakens because those that are getting it are getting a huge advantage.
Fuck that
This game
shit.
is
I'm looking
squeezing
at
out-
Loki right now, who's just been staring off into space, and I want to do his inner voice. Loki, don't say anything.
I'm Loki, and I have 20 women right now I'm juggling, and I'm thinking about them right now because I'm such a pimp. Who do I want to contact tonight? Maybe invite her over. Like, hey girl, why don't you come on over? Because I'm Loki, and I'll take good care of you.
I mean,
Deep thoughts with Loki. There you go.
I mean, guilds that and Zerial, you're right. Low GP guilds that have a single kraken.
You're such a sex pistol. God damn, Loki. Every time I look at you, like, God damn.
I don't even gotta say anything, man.
You don't have to
What are
say
you doing to me?
shit.
Oh,
You just have to get that cute ass grin, man. When I
He just
visit
looks
you,
around.
I will eventually get to Loki. I will visit him in LA, and we're just gonna have fun, man. We're
Dude, flights are cheap right now. Book them.
Hey, I was
Yeah,
I was looking at you could get a flight for like $20, man.
I'm just gonna be
You
like,
get
Loki,
first class for $120, man.
I'll sleep on the floor. Let's just go do shit, and we're just gonna go out and just.
Anytime, man.
Like Zerial said, the low GP guilds with 2 whales that have Ray, just put your 2 Rays top and bottom, and the opposing guild won't be able to get past them.
Frontline them, GG.
Yeah, game over.
Yeah, this
You
could
know, I was
potentially ruin
thinking.
that.
So
I
wait,
was
so
thinking
let's
of
let Loki
Kylo
go ahead, Loki.
I was just actually what I was thinking. I'm reading Kylo's kit over and over again. How would he be in a General Grievous squad? Honestly, is the fit because that whole team AOE's
true.
right. And he's gonna charge up. You can't kill him in the beginning. It doesn't matter with the health and the protection down because B1 doesn't have health or protection, right? So it's almost like he benefits himself around those kinds of tunes that that don't have any protection or health, right? So it kind of sounds like a pain in the ass to fight against. You get all of his uniques, and then when he pops his ultimate, all of his specials have no cooldowns. So he continuously dispels debuffs. He gives the whole droid team advantage. And General Grievous hits hard when he crits, right? So I don't know.
So what do you think?
Yeah, and he'd always be giving Grievous advantage.
Yeah, but you can imagine using that team against Ray.
And you guys just said B1. B1 does.
You
spams his
imagine doing
special
that against
all the
Ray.
time, right?
Grievous
Yeah.
goes in and gets all the people on 100% or to the mark, and then they're like, defense.
So you're thinking
Beat
what?
your
Like
ass.
Grievous, Lead, B1, Magna Guard, Watt, Kylo?
No. I think B2, B1.
Oh,
Magna
you'd
Guard,
include
and then
B2 in
Kylo.
there.
Yeah, because he has the AOE, and he's
Yeah,
gonna keep
AOE
doing
dispel.
AOEs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And
Plus,
he's
you'd
got
be
buff
going
immunity,
consistently,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus,
I
you'd be
can see
going all
that.
the time, right?
Yeah, and he's going to charge a special in one round of turns, I think, because
what else
they're all
70
hitting 5 dudes, right?
What
So-
else 73 says?
You wouldn't need. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What else 73 says? Lots of murking will be happening.
Ranger,
Oh, yeah.
we need you to can you join our guild? We'll give you lots of hookers and blow if you would come and just put your Ray down. That's all you need to do, and then have a good night.
Oh man, Loki, I think you came up with a really good team idea there, man. Do Kylo as the lead with Grievous and the droids, man.
Merkin.
No, not
He'll
Merkin.
be giving everybody all the droids advantage.
Loki,
Magna
what are
Guard
you
would
doing?
be stuck taunting the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to
Grievous-
bust through Magna Guard, right? So you
Yeah,
gotta
and
bust through.
Grievous gets critical damage up. If Watt's on there, he can constantly revive Magna Guard.
Yeah.
That could be a pretty
I think I
brutal
would go
team
all
there.
AOEs, or something. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah. All right, I think we beat this to death. Oh my god!
Hey, it's
and
a
it's
lot
good.
to think about.
I know, and
There's a lot to think about, though, for
There's
real.
ton to think about, and we're going to be talking about this nonstop. You can join our Discord. We're always talking about this stuff in our Discord, things of that nature. And while we're talking about it, give us that thumbs up. You want to do it. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you like the content, hit that subscribe button. Come on, support RSG. So we're going to move on. We could probably spend another 6 hours, but we're not, because we'll do that in Discord. So join the Discord. Great community of people there, so that's a great way to get some good Star Wars Galactic Heroes knowledge. That being said, Finn, we got to do the shout-outs, man. We got to get that in, and we got Q&A still, so let's start rocking and rolling and getting this stuff knocked out. Shout-outs, what are we thinking about tonight, Finn? Who do we think about doing these shout-outs?
It's a good question. I know Asuka likes Kermit, but we've done Kermit a while. You know who we haven't had in a while? I think here.
Did someone say Kermit? Hey, Finn, my pickle's ready for you at any moment.
Kermit. Okay, you're perfect, because I had an idea, but I don't know if you're... Are you up for a challenge?
I'm always up for a challenge. Let's go do some kung fu fighting, bitches.
Well, you're actually not too far. What I was hoping for shout-outs is Kermit doing his best Arnold.
What?
Kermit doing his best Arnold. You said you were up for a challenge, I'm just saying.
Finn, are you retarded or do you just have brain damage?
I don't know what's wrong with that.
Well, because I'm trying to do two voices at once, and that's not the very easiest thing to do.
But
dumbass.
wait, why are you trying to do two voices? You're Kermit. You're one. That's your voice.
You sniffed glue as a youngster, didn't you?
Hey, Kermit, what's best in life?
Well, there's a lot of good things. See the enemies defeated, see the women driven before you, and the elimination of the women. I think that's kind of where we're at right now with that. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Exactly.
I'm just going to let that sink in. Kermit with a Arnold voice. That doesn't make sense, Finn. That's like Chewbacca from Kashyyyk. That does not make sense.
I think it would be awesome. I don't know. Well,
I don't even know how I would even attempt some stupid nonsense like that. How? Jesus, I'm trying to think about it. Hello there, I'm Kermit the Frog, and I'm doing an Arnold voice. Is that good enough for you?
Yes, it is.
All right, I will do the Arnold voice like this. All right, let us do these shout-outs. Let me look at what we are doing.
Okay, let me get the Patreon.
Come on, let's do it before I lose what I'm talking about here with Kermit. I hate you so much, Finn. You are a piece of shit. I have to switch hands because my arm's getting tired.
Oh my god, that's great, bro. That's great.
Hello, everybody. I'm Arnold Kermit. I have been using the steroids. It's very wonderful. Alright, we're going to shout out all the people who have done a great job of supporting the channel. You sons of bitches. Yeah, that's really good, yeah. Alright, we've got, for our Patreons, we've got Alox12, Bimatsu, he loves the spam. That's not good for you. You need to eat lots of protein. Yeah, that's good. We got CBO97, he was in the military, salute. We have Chaos 13, Chopper BZ, Commander Skywalker, Contingent 33, Darth Teflon, Darth Bob, Devil's Treasure, Dobby, he is some stupid elf from the Harry Potter, bunch of pansy buttholes over there. I could easily crush them if you know what I mean. They would try to use their magic and they would shoot, and I would dodge all of it, and then I would kick their ass. And then we've got Doc Ravage and Dr. Feelgood. They're both doctors. I don't know if they're real doctors, but I know that I will not allow an anal probe from any of them. DSP is in the same guild as Ranger. He is in MC3. That's good, yeah. Dr. Feelgood. Let's see, DSP, Fling Monkey Pool. Don't do that. It's very bad. Let's see, Hagzilla Heinessy. He is Australian. We don't hold that against him. It Poops Bombs. JCBM. That's my girl. She is very sexy, along with Maz and all the other girls from the skills. Yeah, hello there. Callison, Kashmir, Matthew M. Thomas, Maz Kanata. Who else do we have here? We have Moss Mike, Andy Fox, Nightwell. Yeah, he's good. Archie Dumpling, Paul Z, Ray Rock, Riverboy 12, The Rose Taco. I'm just going to let that sink in for you for a moment. When you think of Rose, and then if you think of the taco. That's all. Revenator, he's a piece of shit. Saintly Red, he doesn't have a soul. Shadow Veil is the H-Town representation from RSG. Sith Lord, Slasher and Rhodes, Scrum, unlike Crumb, who I pray to, he's very nice. Teals, Walter Arnold, and Utah. God, that's just the Patreons. I think my arm's going to fall off, Grim. Finn, you're a piece of shit. I hate you so much right now. You're making me do this ridiculous shit.
Awesome.
I'm going to cut your little monkey ass. I'm going to find you where you live, and I'm going to fuck you up.
This is for you, Kermit.
Can somebody give me a weapon of some choice of mass destruction to find Finn and to terrorize his little stupid ass for making me do this voice?
Oh, that was amazing.
That was the greatest voice ever.
Kazakaki, can Ranger do an Australian Kermit voice? Jesus Christ. Oh, B. Moss now Swedish Chef. Oh, Jesus.
You want I have to put in the Twitch and the YouTube here. So I'll do Twitch, YouTube,
good.
and then...
There's more for me
and
to
then
do.
There's... You can change voices now. You did.
Alright, let me try to figure out the voice that I'm going to do here for you all. We have a couple of suggestions here.
Let me...
Swedish Chef doesn't really work for me because you cannot understand anything I'm saying. Oi, everybody! I'm Australian and I'm coming to Frog Oi. BCM, Blackbeard, Pepe. No, that doesn't work. I can't do it. It's Australian and me. My voice doesn't work. Oh God, Randy Newman.
Still the greatest. We haven't had Randy Newman in a while. We can do Randy Newman for the regular ones. How about just the regular? We'll do the regular.
Let me put my arm down. You want to do Kermit with Twitch?
I'm sorry. The Arnold Kermit made me cry. That was beautiful.
That was.
All right, I'll do the Twitch and then I'll do the greatest. All right, let me do YouTube shoutouts. Oh,
we have Twitch and YouTube, okay, and then I'm getting the
and then
chat
I'll do the regular shoutouts. We'll do something else. All right, we're back here again. We are doing the shoutouts. We have BCM, Blackbeard de Pepe. Sounds like a fart. Buzzsaw VG. The VG stands for Venereal Gynecology. DPK. Dr. Feelgood. He's the one that makes you feel all right. Let's see here. We have Dop Live. That does not make sense. Escape Podcast. Flash Depth 19. It Pulls Bombs. Jedi Knight John 99. Akiti Ota. Maz Kanata. Miss Farquhar. Ouchie. Oh, 3 women in a row. I feel like I'm back in that orgy in 66 that Harry Carey talks about. Kelfi 5, Zaylee Red, Slash Van Rose, Stingray, Teals de Smith, T Fouts, and Zem 420. Alright, for the YouTube shoutouts, hold on a second, I have to get the information here.
Jason Hummel.
Kermit
my God. Kermit Carey.
Hello, everybody. Let me see if I can figure this out. Hi, everybody. This is Kermit Carey. We got a lot of shout-outs we're going to do for you today. Hi, everybody. Bad Rongo, Bimatsu, Kentucky 33, David McKinley, Devil's Treasure, Dextronic, Dr. Feelgood,
Oh my
Gina
God.
Guzza Buzza, I'm the Dad, James R. Mahoney, Jason Hommel, John Moran, Miles Kanata. It's hard to do this, so he really is.
It's awesome because it sounds more like Kermit Hank Hill.
Yeah,
Let me
it
tell you
does.
something. Them two boys been whacking off in my tool shed too much, and let me tell you, that's not good for your eyesight. Miles Kanata, Revenator, Sandy Red, Scooby, Shadow Veil, Slash Van Road, Steve Nichols. I think he's the one that's been sniffing on my propane. Scratching, Teals, Trust Revan, White All 73, and the Youngin. Oh.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that was awesome.
Jesus. Is there more? God damn.
So there's the chat shout-outs
Oh,
now.
fuck.
But that you don't have to do with Kermit.
What am I doing for this one? Jesus Christ.
I think they want Randy Newman.
Oh, for God's sakes. I'm not paid enough for this, Finn. I'm really not. Jesus Christ. Doop, doop, doop. So come meow in the Papa Chulo with the Bimatsu in the hizzy. Clone Troop 211 is dumb, but Commander Skywalker is Canadian. We got Conrad Glover and Contingent 3, Andy Perks and the Hideous. Phil Good's molesting, Dr. Gates is helping, Dace P and Gav P are penetrating. Gavin Mothma, Grim, Jason Hummel, John Moran and Moss Kanata, Moss Devley, Eyes rounded up. You know, Finn, you can do all kinds of songs that's Randy New, and you can just kind of get any beat and do that. Dope, 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 most Def, Fazzy, and Moss Mike Kid, and the Ouchie Dumpling is chillin'. Ray Rock's here and the Revenator, he's a filthy, dirty butthole villain. We got Ronin's Eye and the Rooster too, with Rose Taka hanging out. Skywalk Faker is a Canadian, and Torn Jacks we have no idea about. And then rounding up, we got with a 73, we're filling the Utah. And Ziglet has no nationality, and that's the way we're going to finish the song. Alright, I can't do anymore.
And we got a donation in the middle of that from Maz Kanata.
My arms hurt, my voice hurts, I hate you.
Maz donated $25 and said, wow, great. Nicely done, Ranger. Thank you, Maz, so much.
Oh my God. You know, when you're lifting 50-pound bags and
wow.
weightlifting, your arms are really jello after holding Kermie for that long. Now I know what's his name? Frank Oz, who did Yoda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was nicely done, Ranger.
Thank you. It's the least I can do for the skewers, especially with all the coronavirus and stuff, and I hope it made you guys laugh, so that's why we do it. And now I'm going to go cry.
You almost made me fall out of my chair there, Ranger. That was awesome, dude.
Kermit Arnold just...
Yeah, he's very good, yeah.
My God.
Liebe Glaben, Gluben, Gladen.
Give it to me, baby. Oh, sorry. All right, let's go questions.
It's question time. Shit. Someone answer the questions because I'm about to die.
I have them. I got it. I got the question.
There we go.
So, first question, Balery Papichulo. Question: where is Grande and McVenom? So
well,
Grande was here.
Yeah, we had.
And McVenom doesn't play this game.
She had to feed the chitlins.
But she also doesn't play this game.
So
her Wednesday presence is going to be sporadic at best.
I tried to get Maz, but Maz just was not having it.
I know.
But I'm going to beg, borrow, steal, whatever I have to do to get Maz on here because I love Maz and I want her to be on the stream because I think she's amazing. And she's ginger and a daywalker like me. I think we need her.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get an M in the chat for Maz? She's just incredible. Let's just get an M in the chat for Maz. Maz is the bestest ever.
All right, next question here is from WhatElse73. Question: who won the pool for Raylo needing 6 stars? And by the way, yeah, let me go ahead and do that right now. MK for Maz Kanata in chat
but I
right
didn't
now.
officially do that. Yeah.
MK for Maz Kanata in chat right now.
There you go.
Let's
MK.
get that going.
MK. That's even better.
MK for Maz right now.
Come on, skewers. Let's hear you.
Thank you so much, Maz.
All right.
MK, whatever you guys want from Oz.
Or M, whatever you want. I
I
demand Maz Kanata on the stream. I demand satisfaction.
That's true.
We do need Maz.
She'll
Jamaican Kermits? Oh my god, let me see if I can figure that one out.
You can save. You have to practice. You can practice that for next week. Practice that for next week. Okay.
Yeah, man. Right back down the beach, boy.
Oh my god. That's like cool running Jamaican. Oh my god.
Hello, little Finn. Hello, little Finn.
Oh my god.
I've been smoking the ganja, if you know what I'm saying.
All right, next question.
Yeah,
What else? 73 question. Who won the pool? Who won the pool for Raylo needing 6 stars? I did not.
That wasn't me.
Oh, 6 Zetas.
Yeah, I did not do 6.
I was thinking she'd need a Zeta on all her abilities. So.
Yeah, I mean, I
think
didn't
it was
expect.
Hideous. Hideous was the one that was saying, "Be prepared to spend all your Zetas."
Yeah. I don't know who won the pool.
I like how everybody's giving MKs and N's for Maz, and then Roast Taco puts RT.
Yeah, yeah.
We love you too, Rose. You're just as important. You're one of my favorite people on the planet. You know that. Stop being a
RT. Dick. I love cars with RT.
All right, next question.
You can get straight off the stream. You don't talk about my roast taco like that. You can get the hell out of here. You can get the fudge out of here.
Ziglet question. Which kit looks better? I think we're in agreement. The Ray one looks better, right?
Loki, you agree with that?
On
Xylo?
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
On paper, yeah, Ray.
Roast Taco
Ray.
question. So does Ray's Whirlwind stop Zombie from reviving, or is it like Nihilus's ability? Zombie doesn't revive.
She just
right?
replaces, right?
She replaces herself with another zombie. That's kind of the concept.
Gas can't get rid of Zombie, but he can prevent the other Night Sisters from reviving and stuff, right? Because they can't.
Yeah, so if you're talking about the zombie special, then possibly. Does she fully stop any rezzing with her Sudden Whirlwind?
No, it's just can't revive, like pretty much all the other anti-revive stuff.
Yeah, so that means probably it's gonna, it's probably not gonna affect Zombie, but it's gonna affect Zombie's unique.
All right, Revenator, I've been very nice to you, I've been very kind, but you just put, while we're trying to shout out Maz, you put ET in there. And I know that reference to enjoy your time out.
Be Masu. Okay, next question. Roast Taco.
Shame on you, Revenator, for trying to take away from Maz. Dick move.
Oh my god, you know what you're gonna... I'm not even gonna bother. You know it's gonna start. What else, 73? Question. So maybe the question should be, what positive effects that other characters do so she does not provide?
Say that again?
Maybe the question should be, what positive effects that other characters do does she not provide?
She provides everything, and then if not, I mean, like if BB-8's on the team, BB-8 probably provides everything else. I mean, it doesn't sound like BB-8's not going to be on the team either. I'm sorry, but like BB-8's probably like one of the only characters that's like a must on the team.
I actually don't think he's going to be on the team at the end of this.
Could
really?
Yeah, it might be the situation. He was not listening.
I'm not joking. I think that the team is going to end up something really stupid as like a timeout team with Ray, Han, Chewie, GK, and Barris.
And
I think it's going to be
like
something
a JTR
stupid.
Resistance B team, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about more Squad Arena than GAC, because GAC is going to change things because you have to segment.
Keep going with the
GAC, you could do anything with her. Like, you keep changing what you could do with her every round.
You want. If you want to put a little tree with the chipmunk, I mean, you can do that too. So.
But realistically, I mean, like Ray, like with the SWGOH.GG tool, like, you know, people use that a lot, especially if they're hyper competitive with GAC. You could change every single team composition that you put down every matchup.
Yeah. No, you can, because Ray is going to be able to be put on with a lot of different characters, still in the lead, but yeah. And the fact that she's a leader that works well, unlike Kylo, is going to be majorly helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I honestly can see her doing really well under a Rex lead.
There's a lot of different things that just off the top of your head you can think of. I mean, but her leadership just is so amazing. I mean, you could do so much with that, dude. Oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. But I mean, it's gonna be cool to see the new again, it goes back to the hybrid teams again. I mean, like it's going to be different. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next question is Rose Taco. Question: maybe Traya can counter her with her losing all the buffs all the time.
It's possible. I mean, like we were talking about, she can get fractured and she can get isolated when she doesn't have her ultimate up. We'll have to see if
we need
when
to play
she
it.
does get to her ultimate, if she dispels it or not. If she doesn't dispel it, that is huge.
Mm-hmm. That would be. I have a feeling she will, or at least even if it's on her, she's going to ignore the effects type of thing because she's just going to be immune to the effects at that point. So, I mean,
and you're going to have to invest a lot of resources in like the triumvirate or et cetera, whatever you're planning to counter it with, right? So,
I mean, whatever we're discussing here is going to need equivalent gear and equivalent mods, right? If you're under geared, it's not going to work. Yeah,
relics too.
Well, I'm including that in gear when I say that, but yeah.
And then there's going to be that period before and after the ultimates too, right? Like, are the characters still really good before the ultimates? And
Well, also here that also brings up a good question though. If you have this character and don't have the mods, why did you farm for this character and not farm the mods?
Well, again, it goes back to more Ray. You can do whatever you want mod-wise with Ray, and it still sounds like she to be OP. I mean, but Kylo, it sounds more like you need the right offense and still the right speed to go with it as well,
Yeah. Don't forget, Ray gives 70% turn meter, right? So this is one of the few characters that maybe if there's a new player that's just crackening out and doesn't have the mods, this actually helps them. Because there's so much health and protection gain with this team that they're just not going to die very easily, that a new Kraken is actually going to get a decent boost from this versus other ones that are still going to die to speed. And to what Grande was saying, it's like it's not as speed reliant. Not necessarily, right? We still have to wait for the stats, but it's not necessarily as speed reliant.
Well, I mean, like, you're not going to see it in GAC unless you have it, and then it comes down to, like, Arena again, right? So you're either going to be climbing around these teams just to get to first, or if that's even possible to get to first anymore.
That's not necessarily true.
Not to mention, just think of how much GP this one character unlock is going to cost your roster.
6-8
I bet you she's probably gonna be like 40K by herself.
Mm-hmm. But the one thing, Xylo, is that you can see Ray if you don't have her. It just depends on how the top of your roster is. If your top of your roster is stacked with relics, you can still see her. Because if you have one person that just focused on relics, on Galactic Legend Ray, right? Like, let's say there's a new player that crackened out and just focus on Galactic Legend Ray and Kylo. The number of relics and stuff they're going to have could be equivalent to somebody else that has been playing for a while and focused their roster a little bit on the top. So it's not that you can't, it's that it just depends on how relic the top of your roster is. So if the more relic you are, the more likely you are to face it. It's not impossible.
That's going to be terrible because, like, a player like me who's going to, like,
you're screwed.
Into just Kylo, and then
you're screwed.
You're talking about 12 prerequisite relic characters, so that automatically puts you into that threshold no matter what you're doing.
Yep, you and Ranger are screwed. I'm just saying. Loki too, but Loki don't care. Honey Badger don't care, so
it just depends now for me personally how fast I can get Kylo now. Really,
you both are in a position where you kind of have to go for it. So, let's see. Loki, I'll ask you this one, because I know you weren't super sold on the Galactic Legends, but I know that they were... I'm pretty sure you see them, and they're definitely a lot more powerful than some of the other characters in the game, right? So Ouchie asked a question. She says, how can we have multiple Galactic Legend characters in the game when their kits are like this? Because they said there would be more than Rey and Kylo in the future.
It's hard to say. I mean, I was thinking throughout the stream too that you might have to eventually unlock both of these and get them to R7 to unlock another Galactic Legend, right? If you need both of these to get Palpatine, right? The episode, whatever Palpatine, the one with the
Pimp Cloak Palpatine,
yeah, exactly. So that's the way I can see it right now. I mean, they can do it. What I don't know. What I'm kind of struggling with is it's the ultimates. I mean, the ultimates are pretty much the same, right? I mean, there's one or two differences, but it's like, or I'm sorry, they have the Galactic Legend unique. That's what it is. I apologize. And that's pretty much the same thing. So it's interesting. I mean, I could see Jedi Luke maybe getting released like this. Do we get a new Vader? Do we get that new Palpatine? They could just keep going at this moment. The Kylo one, I do agree, is more free-to-play friendly, simply because they just neglected bringing out more First Order than they did with
And neglected Poe, yeah.
Exactly.
The hell
So,
is Poe?
I'm guessing Friday. I was saying this earlier. I think
But
they were going to
that's
release
bullshit.
Friday
Where
or Wednesday.
the
Here's-
hell
here's-
is
yeah.
I'll
Poe?
tell you exactly what CG would tell you at this point. Whale harder.
F.U.
There's a
Ranger?
patch coming with it next week.
I think what they're going to say is go for Galactic Kylo first, because all the tunes are available to be farmed, and
It's
a lot
set
of
up
us
that
have
way,
these
yeah.
tunes from back in the day. Yeah, so it's
Kinda
it's set up to
bullshit.
get Kylo first, and then Rey eventually when Poe gets farmable. But I think they're going to be doing something like this. Moving forward, is they're going to have one Galactic Legend that's going to require several new tunes, and then they're going to have one Galactic Legend that requires the bottom half of your roster, right? That we should have unlocked or geared up, or it's those tunes that we just don't use. So that's their free-to-play way to present the Galactic Legends. You have the pay-to-win one with Rey, and then the free-to-play one with Kylo. So I could totally see them doing that.
Words of wisdom from Sir Loki. I agree.
We've all been playing this game too long, man, to not know this
You
stuff.
see
And
Wolfell's
it is what it
comments?
is.
Wolfell is right.
It's not a panic farm if you can't farm it. Science.
That is science.
Yeah.
That is
True.
100% science.
I stand corrected. Sorry. I like to apologize for my last comment and all the little pygmies down.
Yeah. That was totally science. That was well done.
Math.
All right.
It's the new math. I'm sorry. The new
I still don't know why Luminar is the login character, honestly. It doesn't make any sense.
It's like Chewbacca. He has a bandolier and he's from Kashyyyk, but he flies ship. That does not make sense, Loki.
Hey, maybe it's a prerequisite for Jedi Luke.
Well, I mean, like the one thing
That
that
makes
take
even
away
less
from all
sense.
this,
Jesus
man.
Christ, Grim. Dumbass.
One thing out of all
veteran
this-
veteran Chewie was a requirement to unlock Rey, but then he's not even on the synergy picture. It's regular Chewbacca,
right?
So that doesn't make any sense either.
I think the biggest
whatever.
thing is how they kind of already nerfed Kylo versus Rey in the text, right? Like how Strife doesn't affect Galactic Legends. It's like you not only pegged that for Rey, but future Galactic Legends as well. You know what I mean?
Don't say peg too much. Durgan might pop in.
You want to know my first fear when I saw the Rey picture? By the way,
What's that?
like GBA introduced a sixth character on the team, and Rey has suddenly synergy with 6 other characters. I was like, holy crap, is her ability going to introduce a 7th character we can have on the field? I was like, oh my
A double spawn summon. Oh
I
my
saw
goodness.
that, I'm like, why is there a synergy with 6 characters on this team? And I'm like, wait, what? Wait, is she getting I had to look at her kit to make sure she wasn't bringing in like 2 characters all of a sudden.
Well, it's because six is all they could fit on the page. They couldn't
Look
fit
at
on
all
the
the
whole
comps.
freaking roster.
Look at all the
I know.
comps that we thought of in tonight's stream alone versus what they put on that page, right? I mean, we can make a list of basically every light side character to pair up with this new Rey, as opposed to Kylo's just first order.
And that right there tells you the imbalance between Rey and
Science. More science.
Well, we already knew for the most
We're doing
part
a lot
that
of
Kylo was going to have
science
some.
tonight.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, no,
we all
that's
knew that
right.
Rey was going to have that upper hand because she's the good guy and this, that, and the other. But at
That's
the end
all
of the day-
BS. No, that's BS.
No.
Darth Revan has been dominant. Treya was dominant. It had nothing to do with that.
But
we have plenty of.
JTR whoops crew and Rey whoops Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. We all knew it was going to transpire that way, right? But at the end of the day,
That's
there
science
should have
too,
at least
Finn.
been. It should have at least felt a little
Darth
more
Revan is the
manageable.
meta right now.
No, it's not. It's gas. You
I trash
psychopath.
Revan
Well,
every
now,
day.
well, okay, you're
Yeah.
correct. Gas is now. Darth Revan was before. Then Jedi Knight Revan was before that. Then it was Treya before that, and then EP before that. So
Yeah,
And
there's-
now it's going to all. We made a full circle because now it's going to go to Rex.
but again, it goes back to Kylo's not the best thing to leave. Yeah, right. Rex for president. I remember those days. Oh my god. Oh god.
And it's not that he's not his kid's bad. It's great. It's just under
I
gas.
did mention
So
it's
he's
not
still
a
really
leader
good.
one.
No, but it's
It's not a
still-
leader kit.
He's very much meta.
Before we even talked about Kylo, though, that was like the first thing that got me appealed more to Ray than anything is like Ray's the ultimate plug and play character as opposed to, you know, Kylo again, and it just made it feel more discouraging.
Your name kind of rhymes with Kylo. You should be.
This is why we told you not to jump into the dark side.
God damn it, Silo. Hide.
I'll show you the dark side.
I'll show you the dark side.
No, thank you. You peed yourself. Okay, next question is from
I
Utah.
haven't had enough water. Don't judge me.
Utah question: Will all the kit craziness, kit craziness, how much do you guys predict they will break parts of the game?
Oh, yeah, it's broken.
Yes.
I mean, you look at Ray's kit and you think of light side GOTB. Done. That's
just look at no. You're going way too far. Ray.
I'm not
you don't
going
even have to go to that.
Light side
No, you don't even have to go to that level.
Oh, okay,
look at her kit.
Less than that.
Well,
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
like,
do you see her kit? Do you see how complicated it is? Do you have any confidence that it's going to be rolled out correctly the first time it's out there?
Oh,
that her abilities are going to work exactly the way that it's listed.
Separate issue. I agree with you 1,000% on that. They're going to fuck this up.
Mm-hmm.
That's immaterial to what I think is going to happen with TW, GAC, light side.
She's going to come in and GACs are going to disappear?
Yeah, pretty much.
I did GAC today, and there was a Ray, and I just didn't play and watched porn and jerked off.
Ray comes into the game, people don't get watch shards anymore. Like these are the
it's
things.
like, great.
I went to my
now
wife
we have a
and
person
we
soloing
made a
the
baby.
freaking all of the raids.
Ray,
yeah,
making babies since she's launched, because that's all you're gonna have time for after you see her on the battlefield if you don't have it. So there you go.
Ray, the only Skywalker that's not a Jedi. Okay, next question. Ronan Zai.
Look at
question. Are fracture and isolate considered a detrimental effect?
I think they are.
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm. I would think so.
That's why I'm saying.
Because if you notice,
that's not gonna work.
Yeah, if you notice, there are some characters already that are immune to detrimental effects at certain times, like that. Also, with like that require tenacity. If they require tenacity to put down their detrimental effect, hence, like you can't. If say Basilisk Corrupted Battle Meditation goes on Treya or Thrawn, they can't put down their isolate or their fracture.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to say, looking at Loki's background, is that like the most pimp background you've ever seen? If you're a lady, reach out to Loki. That's some pimp shit right there. I mean, that's
you just made him drop his drink.
That's how we're looking.
You did, man. What the hell?
Zyla's not even got a screen on. He's sitting there getting choked by the apprentice.
Oh my God.
My apprentice is teaching Zyla the ways of the dark side of the Force with Cheerios.
All right, next question.
Next question. I'm not gonna read. B-Rit, don't get Revenator in trouble. I'm not gonna read that. I don't want to get Revenator in trouble.
Oh, is he back? I need to. No, I don't see him back yet. So
no, Revenator's not. At least he hasn't said anything.
He hasn't said anything, but I'm always on the lurking. I'm lurking. I'm like Durgan.
But B-Rit, I'm not. I can't read your question.
Yeah.
John Moran question: How will the Kylo work if teamed with Vader and EP as teammates?
Ooh.
I mean, that's one of the fun
but
possibilities.
it gives turn meter, so that kind of works against you, I think.
It depends, right? Again, this is going to be a sequence.
If you run EP lead, it would be detrimental because he gives the turn meter. Now, as like, allies and not in the leader, I could see him working.
Mm-hmm.
And there's lots of possibilities with these two characters. They gave them a lot of versatility as it's, dark side or light side, not just like first order or resistance,
Mm-hmm.
Listen to Revenator's monkey ass. I put MK first before ET. No, you don't. You're a lying, filthy piece of shit. Good, enjoy your time out. I timed him out again. Next question, please, Finn.
Are you sure he didn't?
Yeah, it just takes a second.
No, he did put MK before he put ET.
Yeah, but he still put ET. He's still being a piece of shit. So therefore, he goes on a timeout. And I've got like 40 strikes over here from all the other skewers just digging his monkey ass grave right over here. So, Revenator, please, by all means, skewers, by all means, keep talking shit. Let's let the shit come right out of your mouth. I will make sure he never says a thing again on this stream.
All right, next question is from Contingent 33. We have two more Two more questions, then we'll start wrapping it up because this one a lot longer than what we had anticipated,
Well, we can
considering
go a
like
little
an
longer.
hour before.
Yeah, we can go a little bit longer. Let's answer.
No, I'm just saying, like, we had nothing going into like 2 hours before the pre-stream, and then they
judging
dropped
by
both.
the amount of viewers we have, I can see why they didn't show up because we put it's nothing. I think for future reference,
Because there was like literally nothing.
nothing.
So yeah, that was pretty interesting. But yeah,
not
so
good,
contingent 33 question. Actually, no, sorry. Yeah, that was John Moran's question we answered. Contingent 33 question: can we expect another Ray? Since this isn't the Ray at the end of the movie.
I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. It's like Revan. We've got Darkseid Revan, but that's not the true Revan. It's not the true Ray, and it's not the true Kylo. I'm at a loss here. But it's smart from a business marketing sense. You have 3 characters right there that I just listed that you could introduce. Get that cheddar. I'm just throwing that out
Well,
there.
and we still also have a pilot without a ship, and he's called the pilot.
Yeah.
You know, you make sense, Graham. I'd like you to stop that now, please. Let's not make
And we
sense
still
here.
have a Jedi Luke.
God
even
damn
though-
it, Graham. We're using the new math. And Loki is still not returned. I think he's drinking soup like Baby Yoda and eating squid. Or he could have one of his lady friends over at the moment. Finn.
And also- I can hear you.
Yeah, I know you can. Loki, are you still with that amazingly beautiful woman that you were roommates with before?
Yeah, she's still.
Is she single?
Yeah, she could probably hear you too.
Yes.
Can you hook me
And
up?
we're quarantined. Yes, it's
Can you hook that up? Can you hook a brother up? I'm just saying.
you gotta come visit me, brother.
Well, since we're probably not going to be doing the Disney run, I have foreseen in my future a visit from Ranger J 1999 to Loki's mansion, his
It's
love
like all of a
palace.
sudden, Ranger disappears off the screen,
On top
screen
of
and
that,
you hear a
me and
doorbell
Finn-
on Loki's.
Yeah, me and Finn are going to go to LA. We're going to hook us both up. Loki's got the connections.
Let's do it, man. It should be fun.
Let's make it happen. We'll go to Disney World. We'll eat lots of good food, Finn. We'll get laid. Look at Finn over there just getting all nervous like, I want to say yes, but I don't want to agree with Ranger.
Next question.
And now,
Okay.
deep thoughts with Finn.
We'll go into our next
Ranger, I'd
question.
like you to
Dexatronic.
shut your dirty pie hole.
Dexatronic question.
Or
What is
deep
the
thoughts
strategy?
with Finn all, I'm in danger.
Dexatronic question. What is the strategy and kill order for beating the finalizer's bonus tier? I keep getting stuck behind the triple.
I
stomp.
have no idea. I gotta get my finalizer higher. I just get raffle stomped because
Yeah,
it's the
for me,
goddamn.
what's the question?
It's the goddamn
beating the bonus tier for finalizer.
It's the goddamn
Yeah, so you need
Kenobi
to, you need
fleet.
To get,
I beat it.
What was that? Yeah, you need to get
good for you.
Kylo's stun off like twice.
Mhm.
And then you're good. So I would stun Anakin first, and then stun
God damn, I
TLT.
hate the fight.
Y-wing. Yeah, you stun Y-wing, right? So it doesn't gain taunt.
I'm
And
sorry,
then
I'm
with
at
your
Disneyland.
with your shuttle, you swap. You take the turn meter away from Houndstooth, right? So I go Houndstooth, shuttle, and Kylo's ship. And you take the turn meter away from Houndstooth,
And
so
give it to Kylo?
He holds the
keep
taunt.
staying in taunt. Yeah, he holds the taunt forever.
Okay,
And
okay.
And
Yep.
basic with silencer.
yeah,
Like it got down to where I had 3 ships left, and then silencer was like,
Well,
"Oh, you die." And
You can
die,
do
and
your
you die.
special. You can do your special as long as they're below 50% turn meter. Because if they have over 50, then you get the stun. If they're below, then you don't, right? So, and his special does a lot
If
of
they
damage.
have target
Meow,
lock
meow.
over there,
What a
it's
long
still better to
string.
do
Yes,
the,
meow, meow, we're
Yeah,
gonna be
if they
going a
have
long
target
time.
lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to look at the conditions. But yeah, mostly you'll be doing basic with
but like my
silencer,
Kylo
mostly.
got up to where he was hitting each ship for 150k a piece with his basic.
Yeah.
So
You have to just ramp him up.
Lucky, if you could tell your
Um,
roommate that I have cool tattoos, see how that works for me when I come to LA.
got it, man.
Just throwing that
And then
out
Loki
there.
pops his Black Lotus, and then you're useless. Okay, next question, Ahsoka Meow.
Just throwing that out there.
I will unlock both Galactic Legends, but I may only have
I'm just
3 to 4
saying,
Zetas.
if y'all have not, fuck that question. If y'all have not seen a picture of Loki's
How could you say that to
girlfriend-
Asuka? You're saying that to Asuka Meow
Because
Meow.
she's sitting there like complaining that we're going too long. And I'm in the same guild. Meow knows I love her.
She's saying keep going.
Oh, is she really? That came out. Oh, what's that at
She
the
said,
end?
"Wow, what a long stream. Keep going."
Well, then Meow, say that at the beginning. Don't mess with my goddamn mind. So anyway, Loki, if you've not seen a picture of her, I have seen his roommate, and she's gorgeous. So if you would like to help the Ranger J Foundation hook up with Loki's roommate, that would be wonderful. So I'm just throwing that out there. So what was the question, Finn? I rudely interrupted you, and I apologize.
All right, let's do this again. Question is from Oscar Meow, and the question is, I will unlock both Galactic Legends, but I may only have 3 to 4 Zetas.
Oh my God, you got tough times. Jesus Christ.
Do you think they will monetize Zeta mats? Hopefully better bundles than the stupid light side bundle.
No.
And yeah, I'm not reading the last part.
Was it Eternal Twin shit?
I mean,
where's Revenator?
They probably will.
I mean, we have the FIFA dude in the senior producers slot. Of course, they're gonna put out more packs. Ooh, here's a Galactic Legend Zeta pack for you.
Well, not just that, right? They typically monetize, especially ability mats, once they've introduced the new one, right? So we used to have Omegas, and then they added the Zetas, and you saw a little bit more of Omegas being thrown into things. We now have this new ability material that they're kind of giving us mats in kind of a different way.
Oh, you're
right? And so now Zeta mats, while they're still important, just like Omegas are still important, Zetas are now going to fall behind a little bit. And because they fall behind a little bit, they probably will end up monetizing it in some way, shape, or form. Now, the question becomes, is it going to be a better value than the Lightspeed bundle? And I am not sure. The Lightspeed bundle is a push, basically, on the value. Like, you're really not getting too much of a bonus, but it's hard to basically add a price value to Zetas right now. Right, so that's why they're kind of getting away with it. There's some things that they haven't quantified in a crystal value that allows them to get away with that pack. This one is one of the ways that they may end up monetizing Zetas. So I believe they will, especially as it gets closer, but it's hard to say for sure. I don't know how rare they're trying to make the Zetas. The Lightspeed bundle was kind of interesting.
I don't think we're going to get Zetas. Yeah, I agree with you 1,000% on that, Finn.
But I think they are. I think we
so?
are going
really?
to. Because now they have the new ability mat.
I don't think they want that power creep, man. I think they're going to keep
But they have the new ability mat now.
It would make so much.
If they have a new way for you, and I'm not saying it's going to be like unlimited packs. It might be like a one-time purchase
buy?
every now and then where you get some things. But because they're not going to like overinflate Zetas, they still need to keep the value of Zetas. But now with the new ultimate material, right, that you can only get through like this tier of the event, and you have this raid ticket system that you need in order to get it.
And you can
I
get
see
Ray.
them being able to monetize a little bit on Zetas now moving forward.
Yeah. I have a public service announcement for Revenator. This is Kermit the Frog here. Revenator, today's word of the day is dumbass. If you keep talking shit in chat, I'm going to keep banning you. Yay! Just want to throw that out.
You know, be like, oh, here's 20 Zeta mats for $20. There you go.
What do you intrinsically think
make
the value
a
is?
shitload of money
I
on
think it's
that.
going to be more than that. I mean, Finn makes a great point. I'm just trying to think of what they would price point the Zeta mats. A super rare thing to get. I think it'd be probably like $60
for a full Zeta, for one full Zeta.
What do you think, Finn? $49.99. Based off the history of what CG's done and stuff like that.
Honestly, based off the history that CG does, it's probably going to be 5 mats for $20. So in total, $80 for a full.
Yeah,
that sounds realistic. Yeah, for CG.
But that would be what we would equate the value to. The way they would probably sell the packs is by adding some crystals and boosting up that price to about $30 a pack.
And probably make it 100, right? Near 100, $80 to $100.
You would be, if you made it $30 a pack, you would be closer to $120 in order to get a full Zeta. You would get crystals, right? But it would be $120 for a full Zeta plus crystals.
They've
That's
never
the
gone
way
above
I see that.
Actually,
though.
How about this? I
Not
could see
directly,
them
right? I
doing-
don't expect them to sell a full. I expect them to sell it in smaller increments.
In smaller increments, okay. That
So
makes sense.
$30 packs that have 5 Zeta mats plus some crystals. is the way that and maybe even some credits, throw that in there, and ship credits in particular. And I think that's regular ones.
Oh, I can see throw the ship
probably
credits in
the
there.
way
That's
they
a
would
little
do
bit harder to get. Make it a little bit.
They
more...
might throw some credits or stuff in there, but not nearly the value of $10, which is what they would probably price it at, which is just 5 mats by itself would probably be about $20. But then they'll add stuff to make it 30.
Public service announcement, CG. If you're going to have packs with the pictures of the characters saying these are Finn and Poe packs and other things, just a suggestion. Have goddamn mats for the character in the packs, not the Relic 13 finisher piece, you dumbasses. Every time I see that pisses me off. I go to the store with 900 packs open, but every time I open those, I just get really angry, Finn. I can't help it. I think that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Oh, we got crystals. Well, we don't need goddamn crystals. We need the goddamn character shards. Dumbasses. All right, next question, Finn, if you don't mind. Let's get through some of these questions. You know what? The coronavirus is happening. I'm drunk. Let's fucking do it. Let's do it. Let's have some fun.
All right, last question.
No, there's more questions than that.
No, this is the last question.
I don't believe you.
Hold on, let me double check. I have to refresh. This is the last question right now.
Okay, I believe Finn, because he's probably skipped over a lot of the Revenator questions that would cause me from banning said Revenator, so I can understand that.
Yeah. Actually, there's 2 questions. And then one kind of question. So first question,
Sure.
Kazekage 2, easy question. Do you think Ray will make Relic 7 ETH Koth and Mace viable in Lightside GOTV?
No. Nothing can make ETH Koth.
No, because she has no Jedi synergy. That's
She
the
doesn't have any
problem.
Jedi synergy.
Well,
Actually, here's the question.
The light
Who
side.
was asking the question again?
Kazekage 2,
Yes.
I said that F word just for you, Maz.
I don't know. Unless they do a rework of those 2 characters, no.
No, I don't.
No.
No, they suck.
Even Ray won't make them good.
No, they suck. ETH Koth is poo.
I hope they have a rework coming, though.
We thought that
Yeah.
because of the daily login, and we thought, well, hey, this will be a great way for them to introduce like reworks, right? Maybe in April. Maybe, but up to this point, they're poo.
See, for me, I kind of want them to do a rework of a bunch of these Jedi, just so I could hear Jedi Master Adastra's reaction.
Listen, I'm a Sith. I'm always going to be a Sith, but I would like to see Adastra happy because I like Adastra very much.
I'll do
She would be ecstatic.
So let's go the opposite route. So first I'm going to do the statement. Exotronic said question. You guys are awesome. So thank you, Exotronic.
We love you, Exotronic. Thank you.
Now let's get Ranger angry. So question from Kazekage 2, easy. Question. What's the point of training to be a Jedi and get the tag? Fulcrum doesn't count. She left on her own accord. We now have Rey that doesn't have it. And no response for Visas Mar.
You make good points. Again, this is the new math. Logic does not apply here. What are you talking about? This is Chewbacca with the bandolier on the Millennium Falcon, but he's from Kashyyyk. That does not make sense. Loki, you know the Chewbacca defense. That does not make sense, Loki.
No, it doesn't.
Besides, Loki, if you could send me a link to I need to get the extra long thing you got for my lightsaber, the sword part, the light part. You said you knew which one it was. The blade, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I was looking for it, but I wasn't sure which one it is. If you know which one it is, could you send that to me, please?
Yes, I will. I might have an extra one. I'll just send it to you.
Oh, cool. Yes, because someone got me, Loki, someone got me the new FX Black Series Revan lightsaber. So on top of that, I got to work on improving my costume. I can't be with that kind of lightsaber and the one you made for me. We got to visit these kids with cancer. I got to be looking my best, man. I got to be looking sharp. I don't care what Finn looks like, but I got to look sharp. I got to get the real armor and mask and stuff. I'm gonna save up some money and do that because I can't be going there.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, I got to do that, man, because I don't know who got that for me, but you guys
end
are
up
awesome.
going in there and have one of the kids be like, "Oh, who do you think you are, Revan?"
Yeah, I'm Revan. I know you have cancer, so I'm not gonna take it out on you, but where's the nurse? I have to get me on that ass.
You don't even have the real armor.
Yeah, it's the real armor. I paid a fortune for this. I actually had to give blood and semen to make this happen. So be appreciative.
All right. Any more questions, Dr. Finn?
No, that was the last question.
So,
well, besides one's coming in now, but it's getting to
Revenator had
the
a
end,
question. Let me see.
That's
here.
actually a good question.
Does more alcohol equals more profanity from Ranger? You would think Ranger was ranting with all this profanity. You know, Revenator, I have a response for you. It's not going to be a cuss word. It's going to be bye-bye. User in timeout. Oh, it takes a second. So yeah, and then he highlighted it with the finger up.
You deleted Chewy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chewy. Let me get you back. I apologize, Chewy.
You can't get him back. He's timed out now
Chewy,
for 5
I
minutes.
vastly apologize. The thing flipped on me. So let me get Revenator. That's weird. I had Revenator highlighted.
Wow.
The actions of Ranger J 1999 do not reflect the.
Yeah, Chewy, I apologize. You know, in fact, I'll do a private, Rob's review for you because I did that. So, Chewy, don't you worry, buddy. I'll get you squared away, Chewy. I love you. But Revenator's a piece of crap. No, I'm going to give him moderator because I did that. Because I can.
Okay, and that's it for the stream.
There you go. All right, so let's end this. You know what I'm going to do, Finn? Because I can. Zella had to go, but... we are going to... I'm going to go hang out on Discord, so if you guys want to ask us questions and things like that, you can. I don't know who else is going to come participate, but I will be there. It was not a drunk delete Ahsoka meow meow. Stop it. Stop pushing my buttons. But one thing... So we will hang out in the Discord. We will... If you have any more questions you want to post us, then you're more than welcome to do that. So I made it up to Chewy. I gave him moderator status. So there you go, Chewy. So I made it up for you. But, one thing we do need to do is shout out our gold VIPs. Oh, my God. Look at all those gold VIPs, Finn. They're so amazing. Finn, tell us how amazing the gold VIPs are.
I love gold.
I love gold. Finn, you want to smoke in a pancake?
Oh, my God.
Finn, can you tell us how good they are?
Thank you to all of our gold VIPs. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, these people, we appreciate all VIPs, but these folks give a lot more. They do a lot more. We love all you guys, but these folks, man, they really go out of their way. Do I need to update that? Yeah,
I think I need to update it.
Sure. Yeah.
Because there is a person that is
Who's
missing.
the person, so we can just at least say their name?
I'm going to double check right now. Give me 1 second.
Taylor says, where can I find your Discord username? Well, if you go to the Discord that's linked down below, you can easily find me there. Yes, yeah. Rose Taco, you are my favorite. You are definitely super amazing.
We are missing CBO on that list.
CBO 97, my military brother from another mother. We love you, man. Thank you so much. No, Meow Meow, don't ruin it. Meow Meow, don't be putting the Eternal Twins. God damn it. Meow Meow, shame on you. We're in the same guild. We fight the fights. We go into battle. God damn it, Meow Meow. God damn it. I'm not gonna take it out on you, Meow Meow. I'm gonna go get old Revenator. Tomorrow's gonna be a horrible day. Maz, you are not super boring. Get the hell out of here, Maz. I love you. You know that. I can't sing your praises enough. Maz Kanata is incredible. I can't. We've already done it. We even shout out her name. We had MKs in the chats. What more do you want from me, Maz? A full body massage? Jesus Christ. I mean, do you want me to kill someone?
She's just shy, which makes her
She's
even
not
more
shy. When she comes out of her cocoon, Maz is Godzilla. Good Lord. Super boring my ass, Maz. Get the hell out of here, Maz. I'm boring. You're one of the most entertaining, fun people I've ever met. You're good people, Maz. You're a good, decent human being, and I respect you tremendously. Stop that shit. It's boring. Jesus Christ. I can hear Maz talk for 2 hours and be happy. All right, so we're going to end the stream here. I'm going to go hang out in Discord if you have anything for me. Let's see here. There we go. We got all the stuff there. You can see when we stream. We're streaming a lot more this week. Finn, any extra streams we're doing this week? You did a lot of streams today.
I'm going to be trying to doing some Minecraft tomorrow, actually.
Or maybe some Borderlands.
No, we had a request for Minecraft for tomorrow. I don't mind. Well, Borderlands is next. We have Thursday and Friday next week, Graham, for Borderlands. Thursday and Friday is Borderlands.
Is that when the new DLC
yeah, but
comes out,
McVenom and Cybershark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, Cybershark is playing with his brother. McVenom I'll definitely play. May not stream it though, but yeah.
I'm trying to wave the Borderlands 3 in front of your nose, Finn.
I know. I have Thursday and Friday for that. I have Thursday and Friday for that.
So, back to the previous question, Finn.
Tomorrow, Minecraft.
Are you going to stream while I'm streaming the lunch stream in GAC?
Sure, why not?
God damn it, no. That's the wrong answer, Finn. God damn it. Jesus Christ. I even did Kermit Arnold for you tonight, and you're going to be a fucking dickhole. God damn it.
No, I'm probably going to do it in the evening tomorrow.
Okay. So we'll have extra streams for you guys tomorrow. Loki, what are you doing? You got anything going on? Can we stream something with you?
Yeah. I'm working with Finn. We're gonna do some magic stuff.
And that's what I thought.
Nice. I always look forward to those.
I love the magic stream you did at that one place where it was live and stuff. That was fantastic. So
yeah, we want to do the live cardboard because a lot of the
course.
Local gaming stores here, they're actually starting to close up because they can't. What is it? California here is it's less than 10 people, so you really can't even run a hobby store or a comic book store right now, which is pretty sad. So.
All right, let me do something here real quick. Revenator popped back up. Enjoy your time out. Yeah, you're back, Chewy. I gave you moderator status because I had to make up for my...
Ooh, the sexy blue name.
That's
now
right. Look
Chewy.
at Chewy. Looking pretty hot there, buddy. Hey, buddy. But yeah, you can see when we stream. We'll be back tomorrow for the lunch stream. We'll have GAC. We're gonna have some fun tomorrow. Let me tell you, my opponent didn't put down shit for defense. I don't know what the hell he was thinking, or they were thinking. I'm assuming it's a male. That's my fault. But we'll be back tomorrow and Friday and Saturday. We're gonna have a lot of streams for you. D&D on Sunday, Finn, I think is still a go. Are you missing anything?
For now, yeah. I don't see any.
We're gonna do a lot of streaming for you guys because with coronavirus. And stuff like that. We just want to give you something positive, fun to listen to. This really the way we act is it's all in fun, guys. We're just here to have fun. A lot of stuff happening in the world. It's scary. I understand. We want to make sure that you guys, with all the tough things that are happening, that you can come to something like this and really have a chance just to relax, laugh at our mental damage. And I am the top of the list with my mental damage. So if we can do that, then we've achieved our goal. So we really appreciate and love all you guys. You guys are incredible. Couldn't do this without you. You motivate us, all of us, to keep doing the best that we can do. And I can't say thank you enough to all the people that support the channel, that give us a thumbs up. Yeah, well, while we're speaking about that, give us a thumbs up before you go if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. That makes a big difference. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to go hang out in Discord for a little bit. If you want to come hang out with us in Discord, you're more than welcome. The other guys in the stream are more than welcome to come do that. So if not, it's fine. I'm going to hang out for a little bit in Discord. You guys can hang out, ask your questions about anything. So with that, we're going to call this one done. So on behalf of myself and the crew and La Familia of Los Skewers, what would skewers be in Spanish? Skeruros?
El Skewers.
El Skewers? Okay, there you go. I don't know. I thought Loki would step in, but Loki failed me once again for the first and last time. Have a great rest of your night. Be safe. Wash your hands. Look out for one another. Don't be greedy. Don't be that person. Look out for your neighbor. Look out for your fellow citizens. Look out for your fellow man. Let's help each other get through this. Let's have fun. We'll get through this stuff, guys, with coronavirus and stuff. But have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.